Stadium Afonso Porres and why a time team no woman Shamiano Amaria Valladolid Boboco no woman some 90 me and Tibi now German second in answer coach na one of Juma Adama waiting na your father son Valladolid Dunum Samra one of the yellow card tower bra near about 40 when you 45 plus 1 and watching 45 plus 4 and a Cobas a coach no and some second yellow cadema Ora your father Sao Paulo Pesolano and some red card free more one of some 90 me and tag out Tobium and some Alpha Saita your father son Valladolid Tomo Cobano and your second half and a boss a Bobocua your father say your tough and one some Ashami on amateurs are waiting one some 90 me and Enwano when I brought Avaro Rodriguez on about first goal I'm Alan and Jom about second goal now I do about Connoisseur and Jom I shall go as I make key assist as I Samra one more first goal at Bas or no and I assist I'm going to buy I don't know some Nasa to us and your second goal and some other side and some update about Onsamino yet the Amiacha Fafe your call a Yabokua your father said no I just a Germany where I am Bamunchi Timino now Bavarians again and no some bus were setting tone and no and some maybe a crime matches and I'm no can say one matches I was a boss I was and no almost an Ausbreak and a boy now a job I concern. And what first half no will be into me and shall go. When we come back second half sometime crown none about 63 minutes and Sena Hurricane at a penalty and some night to them at Yama Bobokua. Your father said no Bamuntin Timino a BML some I say you're born 90 plus 2 when my brother was a Kiffen I just Schlotterbeck or no Equity Radka Damages Osbeck 90 plus 2 no when some about 10 against 11 Omanim say one of the ones that were in a say a branch of Hurricane penalty buyer one about second goal 90 plus 5 and Sena Hurricane some about a hat trick and some hours so much anymore now so like my Hurricane go back on and some attract and one so called Bundesliga Masadia Bundesliga Omulogono and some Amaset design and some Ayaquay and player your fellows Hurricane fast so a suspended a control ball goalkeeper and so what bottle so we are so bonus control aquarium now we are dignity pain not just already a bonus track and some Adama Bamuchi Timna your day update Emma your for another play and some our shoulders and not just a go fair I win the highlight to be and some Ashawa Brashaka projector and some Adamawa about some Hurricane Coloshan and one not just I know and some Asha pass it or no as a suspended or we know one was ready I a bonus logo and I said yes city I want something yet Emma yet for another play and some our shoulders and what am I can say the record and some understand Waba near Canasa Bundesliga anymore. My man found to him say what share a year 50 goals and your Bundesliga one limited to a year league in Quadia a year 50 goals and your father said Kane and some Ashe now 50 goals I make one samano what 43 matches our Bundesliga anymore and some Ashe 50 goals one other record not even player your father said Alan Haaland and Asabi Lewandowski and some record we player one Asha 50 goals and Tampasua and no other Hurricane our the 43 matches and some Asha 50 goals our defense Bundesliga our Brawino and some record your first Hurricane and one some at me say my man found to him Bamunchi Timino the last I guess 6 matches of ball one some occupy a clean sheet and I across all competitions by a Bobo Kuno one some Abana Hurricane and was want to just they say one more matches I can see the ball now ominous game more Paris Saint-Germain and I UEFA Champions League game I was saying about so EBM and some match from Bobokua your first at Dortmund Adabo and some game against Leverkusen and some match I was saying and so Basso our DL Pokal and some today what did you have some matches at Germany and so I am very tough our Brian Dia some not me up, ama chess upcoming matches no and some aquacama de hian say momentum abaya juma chessano and some Jeffrey Amaswaya and some Nateba and Anope and some our shoulders and a total dominance and Omunya now Omuya player fans Harry Kane and some I do come our brano and some post match no Yabetia Kane and what Kane say and yet players na say teammate na want to be more hat trick and man yes sir Bundesliga hat-trick Canadian Camilla Bibiano what I bought Emma just said the last time crowd was say what the match ball Ekofia Yana Nemanum Amania Gia Pasa Womo Papa Efri Ajuma Sobano one some other ball Etiaba and one not a ball as Ekofia what the some our space our fear Abasabia Boni be any awards nibi and HS and Kuani be bar Wabenya baby and some ideas Yinches ma Enra right after a game your fan say Harry Kane and some
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be possible without the team for sure. Setting me up, creating the chances. So, yeah, today it didn't look likely with a few minutes left on the clock, obviously being 1-0 up. But, yeah, you have to keep going until the final whistle. And, you know, I'm always ready and always alive no matter what minute of the game. And it was nice to obviously score a couple towards the end and get another hat-trick.
I remember after your hat-trick against Stuttgart, you said your kids are always happy when you bring back home a ball. So tonight there will be another one for them.
Another ball for them.
Yeah, is there still some space at home?
Yeah, still some space. Yeah, they'll be kicking it around and the problem is they think it's quite normal. So obviously the older they get, hopefully they'll realise that it's tough to do. But at the moment they're just enjoying them.
And I am some branch fan say Hurricane and I'll tell say you're getting some MI for an pay and some our show no so shark when you're going you know body and some on Facebook and afe I TV phone in answer you be a sense won't say I your Bundesliga look on a pay and I tell so red fan say Hurricane and some false Arishan third corner on some yet the MI Joshua Kimmich essay I don't know what say Hurricane by a penalties Emma come 25 and one ball and a penalties Marco 25 no Baku Krani was saying no Ninganum I 25 out of 25 and a branch Joshua Kimmich say one Jerry Kane a disabono with the man who can out the two I yet as a 6-yard box no Quadia one Abasha and some 18 box no more one Abasha Nunti and a penalty bow Bianan and pray one Jai Admanesa Sabibia Bobiano one some Osha na enye is say we player Obasha 25 consecutive penalties our bra about 25 penalties now why say be media me say be and as say and some other city I know and some some red fans I Joshua Kimmich so no one some other two some no yet am I for another pay and some our show so program and second say akodane fans I for and vet I was in kind and some Leverkusen also yet can about to get some Man City woman up and what you bamutin timino woman some Bobo Kua, your fellows are Real Madrid as well sound out. Woman some on your born on pay. Now your own stories in the Pinama, Dominion and Nano Pano, and some other say, Bamutin for sale. I was a woman, yes, Cade Fante, yes, I transferred into Domoyansa, Leon Goreska, one of them under Thomas Tuchel. No one should your playing time and watching friends and company. And some buyer ASL, no report on the second, sir, woman, Abajai, Ama Leon Goreska, Alco, Sarabia Sika, Mobanya Adia Fimono, woman, somebody be Abaso, Sarabia Aquatano, woman, some Nabets me a fan at dinner bar, and no from and Vetasem, and some Anayake Arches, and in yet Emma yet for an pay and some our shoulders of him and some Ayanwa games and apostle. I want your father French League in the Messa Sanwano, Bobo Cavan a Puyashi, Wamashami and Sa Emma Tulu, Wamam Antimiante, and was sure Neves, I know about first goal, and watch Lucas Barato Pozonino, one about second goal, and a Vitina, and some at the last minute goal, and so Emma Paris and Shama Timino, woman some Ashami and Sama Tulu, woman some Antimiante, now breast without brazier, and Wamuko away, Omukolusum Yansa, Emma Chessa breast at Timino, woman at Yakanum, and no Wusha Omomada about this season, Omoba, and Camilla is a breast, our Champions League, and Yakema, and some Chessa breast about game, and some our French League, and one, when my branch of answer, Magnus Akluch, I know about first goal, Alexander Golovin, about second goal, and a player, your father, some Magnus Akuluch Abim, one of some Masanaba also, Emma Chessa game, and some 3 goals, Emma Bobokua, your fan some Monaco player, Fanasa Abdallah Sima, one at Tobacco. Emma Brentena, your friend is a little fetch a joke. One managers about second goal and some animal breast. And I'm about 67 minutes. And I'm coaching your friend is Eric Roy and some red card into Enra. When we coaching so in your red hours, I'm matching them and non update about something now. Yet Emma, your job for an pay and some our shows your tracer manager Fanos Ancelotti. One of the press conference and yet and some other Banamo Casino. Maba and your Boboku. Your fans are Real Madrid and some Ansana, made a bouncer and send something now, and some Abanamon bouncer, one more bonner, but Real Madrid team. William sir, Jamaica can say Enra, Woman Jumedia Abaso, Jumedia Basono, way a Omoma Selfe Bobokua, your fans are Madrid and some Ache. Now, only the longest 7 members and some Emma Madrid Enra, Woman call lunch, not just a Riano, woman now Koshiasa, Omo Cotonsa, and some idea to D. Amo Red Fansa, and your Florentino Peresinum, woman some coach Marina say, Nanuma Cosuning Nano, your projector and some Adjamo, our Brano. Ayo Jumedi and also across for Enra. You don't some abaning on your Real Madrid. 100 club. Just a Cobasa. Longer 7 members. Nino. Woman some Babia. Jamaica can also Florentino Peresinum. One and just for president. Bokua. You found Madrid Enra. Run at that. Almost say now. Otiria Basa 1. Dedicate a near cancer. One commitment. And I 1. And for dedication. And some ayo 2. Ebium. I just almost supporter. Woman Ayama team since almost started woman members almost some year pa 18 1 says Real Madrid a 100 club no and performing now some Abashana woman to inside the DM and your Masuya for Enra a B I am Merwa for B and some unfair crime what I say a B I young Cocrafonas and some long care 7 members woman some no called the DM Presido and some other Omunas was say your chance Ancelotti Ababanum report to me second player. Your phone said Lucas Vasquez. What you say you want to just say? Na hobetono na hobetono and ebia weekend a match no we say about recover on time Serie we game against Liverpool our Anfield we next week Wednesday and as a game no and no abakoso na omo GDS Vasquez ayobi ono and some about recover am a game no one some abobi na on send the last time the year say Real Madrid and some team manager no one time you see a place one at the bench compare other clubs I call a league anymore and come here say Real Madrid Bobokuno woman on time you see a substitute and I'm no casino Jaminian say final quay one matches I can make say yes same red fans Ancelotti Aroman Cardano Endrick any player your fans Arda Gulash Ominano and some Asha Senya Bonibiabo I just am Quadane woman playing time Ababam woman now some Abena games to be a bar and also some Kakafu Amaswaya and so at Bahonsam yet the Emiata for Real Madrid team no one some almost strengthen and Fifi not just a middle one was almost shower can mium as I consider goals and I'm Fifi as a cruise acquire and shouldn't quay cry Nanum and Jamaica can say also Yadikani about to Gasa one some Omuna Rodria one pay now Susabia Rodri Adaba and also be a Rodri and Manani about interview and I'm catch us a Rodri say Real Madrid Afro Amo and I just yet the biggest team in the history of world football and it's I'm a thrower I was so yesterday now tia some Real Madrid for Real Madrid for the same Emfa any asema boy no koka wo interview no nyina no wo mtiri e ba so omo nkoka nche obi asa wo mo pon no Rodri na minim se bia ayede yo se yo PR na sempo e bia mo brush no ma side o esanse de mo kan nyina no se wo bia nka so po Rodri and wo bia nka nche player no se wo mo so akwa fa na ba enti emfa no se bia wo kan sampa e de fa Bobokua ye fa no se Madrid dan won interview no no wo mo se anyare so mo fa na e de na ba ama Swabado Sina Kama Saita, your father said, no, so I lost Blanco Chene, and also I update about Onsamino, yet the Amiata follow Messi. What I some months away, and I'm about to say, and I saw some months ago, and I'm about to just say, Barca bedi 125 years. Now as part of 125th anniversary, no, woman had invite Aqua Leo Messi. Now Omunim Serbia Messi Ababa and Serbia Leo Messi and Timima. Now the best after some months ago, no, Jaminian's House of Enra not reporting the Barca Leo Messi say or other commitment at SB a video shoot and advertising. I was one year at Manchester company, sir. One also teacher. Now report to me, Yanasa Anunti and Leo Messi and Timima and Yano Crack. Report to me, Canasa Leo Messi and Timima, dear. Almost Stone, I know. I'm Sam or Dasu Ediao. As I said, be a Messi will be ano. What you tum say, Barca and a Mekino. Na Nipabaku on an Chabaku say. And your frontier so run a fansa. A young Walla Porter. One a president Terma Bobo Fansa Barcelona Sansa. Messi Kula started the Achapa. Medicaria took all be out time full. Was say. Oh no, I'm so penny and kind of cruncher. Oh, baya, one more two abamao. What the ono Messi a campaign say? One more two abamao Messi Evertona. One more two abamao ya. What shall your Messi quay and come a dribble? Ebimufu say a Messi and I just want Paponini. I just want Paponifua. One any aye and what she a your Messi Sika and a more per and a bounce and Yamarintina ma. Will call Paris Saint Germain for free. Not just oh Messia. Woman alcohol for free. Saying, I'm to the Abasa Messi and Omanini. Now, Messi so for the course in Nano, Mofa blame Amo Pania, one of your presido, Adamabokua, your father's a boss and Nintendo, Damasa Canasanima Corso, and I said, oh, Rawe, as a treaty, only your Messi stone, I know, what does some Diao, I want to come and that's some Ashilio Messi, and no, I can't be another Damasa Canasalio, as part of an assemble, apart from a commitment in Nano, yes, or say on to me, ma, and some kakra bossa. I'm a publisher. I'm a squad. I'm doing room against game. I'm also bono. I got yes and against South Africa. Now me just say. Gavi, I be able to me start any gamer and no Abaso. Now, I'm a pro-match conference coach, you know, and some hands a flick. Now, my manager for a flick, and some other pro-match or say, you want to just say, I baby out of international break, Ababiano, Yana, the Boston, at the mountain, sir, want some over to me every new gamer, and no Abaso Sansa from international break, Uluzia, Yana Kwakabi want to win, a idea, one was so pen in the number, say, I did kind of to your coach and say, Lami Jamal ain't available for game and some Abaso and na Lami Jamal Emobukana Stone no one more our players and other guys one more some never to Juman Amatimo one problem game Abaso against South Africa Yenti and some coach na your fans Hans Flick and some Arituja
play tomorrow with it's always important for after a national break that you come back good and this is our goal for tomorrow. So against Real Sociedad, we didn't play very good. So it was the reason, not about that. Lamin was not play with us. But Lamin is for us very important. But we also have to adapt this, and we have players who can play for him, and I don't care about that. Lamin cannot play tomorrow. We will see when he's right back and. For us, important that he's back by 100%. It's always important for after a national break that you come back good, and this is our goal for tomorrow. So
yes, and some FC Barcelona a coach Hans Flick and our test and exception in Yano yet MI for an anno pay and some our shows and Rabobokua your fans Sporting Lisbon Asha Makumaku 6 Emma Amarante woman some antimi and Tibina Enra one game and about so my main front to him sir Yababanya mentally be Arisa Victor Giocaris Enra woman now some Sasha Gross Adam Abobokua your fans are Sporting CP Unimsa Menokas and 6 nominal and I know and so far by far woman so game on born distance and a ghost no and some adults and Amarante woman I 30 now Chesano I cap game where I tassa the Portugal and Chesano and also some about and Ramekausa woman Marcus Edwards Ebium I Ricardo as Gaio Afe Conrad Harda one some go Emma Marcus Edwards and SRB so now Francisco Trincao one some Bogo Enwana Yadiasa branch of so good carers and so at about Cosos Ama game no and some 6 at my team now and no I update about Unum Senwa now I cap game to coach now one of starting Jumedi as manager I found Joao Pereira because Ruben Amorim Ekoye and Joao Pereira on Aba Enwa Wama carers every bench about because when it 30 and about Newcastle Arsenal no and some starting tenwa or in a rotation among Kwadanibi and some Anyabi boy. Now says a chance say Giocares at the goal tally and some 33 goals this season. Yamondru baby Aquatano wa hit 33 goals this season in all competitions and non Ayajmedia Boino what also Nagusu Oti Anwa Amarante and supporters no a little over 1,500 and some other by Stadio Avalati. Now Shaq Mami players na nam omo testing Serie A no a city because Anwa Amarante one between now boys in the free dressing room and some other pitch no so by Serie A no Ebiani smoothness level esitia womunie adea womusu na amrante mi no mbabesia kama amarante womu bomoni ani so masa adi na so mo say womu ye emotional esasam amana so dieda say omo amarante omo popo ensom our 30 ebenya chance about game ensom our stadium and ensom aya valade enwa omo musu manche mi no bako ye found Amanda Silva mienum aye Thiago Antunes na esu ni nyina chinom Jeminya say Amanda Silva na medi carbon the yeso no so ni nyina no we be a Sport Lisbon and a club or support na wa support sport if to mon kwada abrem ama be 6 years ago and no aye 2018 we be cover sporting and some abaka final no kwa no wonom across stadium across support aye sporting team no enti enwa akwa yesa as a dieso say yebeba avalada because usi waka wa 30 abra Oba stadium I just over hobo but so bet no pitch no so power board here and just nyame bam to say dem ra nyame FFM cup game Amarante and so and sport and everybody and one kwadani me no and some managers so get emotional wo mo ejiri e ba Sunday ayo mo de I say yo man wa say wo mo new opportunity everybody game and ra and some our stadium Avalante and no and some update about on some no ya dey out and no play and some our show no so na me front to him say Chelsea for energy can be out and I know early kick off and again a Brussels where a lunch time Miss Rao Yako international break about I know a caution 1 caution 2 I say a early kick off now Odia was so on dia opa bet me home Robiano Winiasem, Leicester, Elfie, woman, and Chelsea, and Apple. I had 12:30 Ghana time, and a referee, I have found Andre Madley, and some other Crocodis gamer, and also some other Koso, and our Brown Seminole, yet the ever Arsenal Bokuno, woman, about Nottingham Forest, I know, and some other game about Ayanomi and Sir, and I just Arsenal, woman, some other Nottingham game, and no some other Koso referee, Simon Hooper, or no, and some other center referee, Amasa Martino, a BML, some Bobokua, your friends Aston Villa, Womobo Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, and Brighton, your Everton, and Brentford, Fulham, Ebo Wolves, and Asomobo Wolves, Bobokuno, not just Southampton Wanderers, Omo, and some other Fulham, and Ebo, now Wolves, Elkway, Man City, and Tottenham, Omomiano, and some Bona American, about to just say, Kevin De Bruyne, Omano Plan, Faduano, at Dokumuno Makani in a training session, or Womusum to me, just a Jack Grealish, and just a De Bruyne, and just a Corano 40 Munano, Womusum Atrontina, who of them are over to Yako Man City, our Brass City, and Tottenham, Woman Mamiano, and Abasa Gamer, and Nambas our Tiat, Referee Aya John Bruce, or no, and a center referee Amasa Gamino, Namia Motina, Southampton, Everfield, and some other Liverpool, Nomianu, and a Samach and Ababaso, or Reference Samuel Barrett, or no, and some other center referee. I was in Mary Stadium, I think, Woko Ipswich Tower, tonight, woman of the last game. na ɛyɛ 4:30 ana Manchester United ɛkɔ to Ipswich ɔmo game no referee no ɛyɛ Anthony Taylor wei ɛyɛ first ɔmo game ɛna ma coach na yɛfa no sa Ruben Amorim na mo maba no so ansa na no wonim sɛ Diamensa kan sɛ Reece James ɛyɛ obi a yɛbɛka no nsɛm pii ɛde akyerɛw na Reece ɛde an update ɛwɔ ho ɛne sɛ wɔn di kan yɛ sanka bi ɛnɛ wɔnom abɛba betwa scan na mo de akɔ wɔhyɛ next week ama Demi nya no sɛ na me arma next week abontia yɛfa no sɛ Reece James ɛbɛtwa scan na ne scan mu no ana bɛma yɛhu sɛ bi abɔe no ɔbɛtena fie na awɔtwe na awɔtwe mmienu ɛyɛ bosome anaasɛ bi abɛɛ bosome mmienu anaa ɛsiane sɛ the moment abɛnya hamstring no yɛna ma bi a time a ɔsɛ ɔrekɔfa ɛnso ɛkɔ akyi kakra enti next week ana player yɛfa no sɛ Reece James ɛnso ɛscan ɛnom abɛkɔ so na Diamensa ka no nyina no sɛ ɛnora ana Chelseafoɔ tuyɛ ɛnso akɔ ɛyɛ Leicester ɛna ɔmo go by bus moment and boys no woman some travel ko biade ebia no shower bag no any ade and just and traveling bag boys in here when some a moment and when I just a Chelsea and some Ankotano woman so akwa to Leicester na Jaminian say Romeo Lavia and some aka traveling squad no one more and coach and fan some Maroska and some Adomo Kono Romeo Lavia one I was squad no not just a good news and so Adamatuno na Diamensa kan say manager fan some Maresca, I don't know Opani, we'll be at himself for less than about Chelsea now. We feel that reception saying, and then a bayer, a rea, our Bramo Cockham Power Stadium. I also know on to me, said also reception, as you call, on to me, control said the Abia Leicester supporters, and some other John of Felso, and now some Perbia, on my house, I hostile, and Yamano. No, on one Casabat me control, said the Arosuano, and some a reception to him. As I saw by a Bajoswa, what about no. Do what no one catch us be a Judas be a react here at the assembly to no and I bet me a control said the reaction and some never see a qua your day and your update and some my for an pay and some I will show us mommy coach now your fans up as Rodri at the Ballon d'Or Ecosia Man City almost teammate na Ballon d'Or idea come bro Ballon d'Or the chini I just time or Banam Shaka ma video na nunie eno okoshia Pep what the man Pep sa Pep and for inside and Pep say Dabi what for the call I just no boys coming to Branyanum and then Manuela Kentinum and Chester City one players will be any age and some Madama Rodri so no and so I am the current world best player and I am Ballon d'Or holder and urge media across no say you want to just ni teammate no wo te se family o te se na busua na anya ono kwa ne dia wo se trophy a waje ni nyina no ayo omu nyina dia team members no obi aka ho ene ma wo je Ballon d'Or today mo bi nkase bia Ballon d'Or ono ana aje omu nyina na aka bom enso aje Ballon d'Or na eye do ba present wo mu game aba so na Rodri say na wo crack kan because obenya nanka game na aba shells na chese na woni aye supporters ni nyina no enso a share moment to be to say essence presentation no we be present Ballon d'Or no at the ama aye supporters woman some Abba Stadium and no update ba coach no confirming you say Jack Grealish aye full training and to Grealish they available abra woman so ball against Tottenham and no and some aye game eba so na you be say the coach no say and you be an trust o players na and as on trust wo lose trust our boys in the sense mo lose 4 matches and so and a coach this one say untrusted new players and why extending a contract no and from Man City what you players need and anything a man is saying new contract no and some other Man City yentias my manager your fellows a Pep and some other two funny players no
sorry otherwise if I had doubts I would not extend so I love still to work I like to work with them and still I know how they behave and in that moment said but it happened yesterday every time I extend a contract for the first time okay then last year so the people don't stay 10 years in one club 11 years in one club it's difficult to find right so today all the clubs after a month they doubt if the results are not good so stay here long and always when I think oh maybe it's the last no okay 6 years here 7 years 8 years so will be enough but every time I am in the last and you are good I'm good and yeah here we are at the time because we start really.
Okay, yes, and I am some manager fans Joseph Pep Guardiola and I'll tell say you didn't accept Emma and what you must say and transfer market in the dear. I was say Pep Ekotobi Eba was say we make signings and some other cow. Now to say be a manager never make signings and I say when we make signings will say and you sign your football. More your coaches at transfer market to be no one promote 7 players. No one could 7 Abba. One carry or 7. Yeah, brother. Ebi promote 13, 8 or 14 ba. Now what's a yes and a bono? Transfer market to the beer. Ebi about Bakumianu. Me and Sembi Aquature Ebia and 9B. Now the Ababashem, yes, Ebia transfer market to Biana, Wakako wholesale changes Minia Dena, WW Senior Sunny Airport. No, Onion Agro Crasabia, Wakako Fabi and some Nadia Bessansa, the players on Omo Chumano, or Julia Bassas will be on pry. Nas will be a fully fitter. Will be a Sansa, Nesquadano, a exceptional. I know I have some manager for the pub. I do two got a fan squad and the signings and so on.
We will not do the club like every season. Their season you buy 5 players, their season like this season we bought 1 and come back Gundo. Because when everybody's fit I don't need. I think right now the squad is exceptional. But we have a lot of problems. We had recently a lot of problems and no ability to pay to the players. But it was not happening that today in the modern football you cannot change 7 players or being 7 players. It's not the right way. But in 1, 2 or 3 for reasons, Chiqui will help us until the last moment. And with Hugo is going to help us afterwards. We will come naturally. We will not do the club like every season. Their season.
Yes, and no, I can't free Bobo Crafans, the Scabulous of Man City, and swear to Baron Seminano, yet the Emma, yet for and I pay our shoulders for faith. My men fan to him say our Arsenal and some our so bad reality, training complex, on almost a training at Deba Connoisseur, many Japanese are taking Emma Queen, Arsenal, our Quadabia, one our 14 years. Your friend Max Dolman, not Max Dolman, AOB and one man who come at us, one training on one set manager fans are data and so money instructions and just Akudano and 59 I just want to end for your training and Ricardo Calafiori and what good news and some others were your training and also I am some dead at the manager fans are data well confirming you say Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka Omunano and some your training now was and I had the first timer when some let me your training not just a Ricky Munino Boysenum, 8 and 20, Bukayo Saka and a Rice, on Friday, and a partner just every Dikaya, woman so your crop breaking, woman some let Arsenal, as I had training Tiabara, Sabia game on your out and Asampo, woman I had doubtful, Serie Bessia Conino, Yabamonitas Serie Arsenal, woman some game Ebesiako. Now, I confirm say, Takahiro to me Yansu, and you're available, Wapra, Onyamai, a Tomu game Abasunaria Sapoino, and some Unimsanwa, PF, Diomokoya, Anama Chelsea, Kukuraya, and Enzo, Omukoyabi, Ama Arsenal, Emma Temino, Bakom, Aya Mikam Marino, and a goalkeeper David Raya Esasa, Wamukwaji Juros, and it's a Wuji Aya Juros now, sir, Professional Footballers Association, Wamusum Abu Abasuntanwa, Wamusu the award, Omadi Bukoma, Aya Kukuraya, Anafe, Enzo, Fernandez, Onosochi Copa Americano, and Arsenal, for some Saka Omodia. And I was a PF for no and some other coy. Now, Mamma Michaela Tate, I say. When we call break, no, when we analyzing your pina, I do about quick match one ma. Our son commit me really, maybe Arsenal a draw, match our son can be Arsenal and your win. Now, say, Cocolus with Charles Mudianino, and some account analysis, no, once I ever buy a call breaking into Omunum Quaya. Woman first so am I free now Manchester. I was Arsenal a Bonino and you can say woman drop points basa we I am Michaela Tata.
Analyzing everything that we've done, the reason why we haven't won games is that because the opponent having superior to us. The clear answer is no. Should we won more of those games? The answer is yes. Do I like what our team is doing? The answer is yes, but we have to improve certain things in terms of especially how we have defending and attacking the box. But overall, I can think of a lot of things, but I need to understand how the players are, and the only way to do that, apart from communicating with them on the phone, is when they come back. And the energy of the staff and players yesterday, it was unbelievable. That's the joy of being with.
Yes, and I can't free manager fan say Mikel Arteta so de and pay life and so I will show us a BM I say them say Arsenal. One more sporting director say when and I was so bad manager fan say Arteta say one more process run and some and said yeah more fan crime be so up I had the new sporting director and Arsenal will go no do betimi aka and say one involved in that process no one town and Kokoba say bia you do be Saba Kekesa send the also the bano. I will say, oh, you'll be our take a Jumana say, will be your name day, you'll be cooperating to no manager Mikel Arteta, as Robenia say, I will new power so by sporting director, and some Arsenal, you get a confirmation.
I can talk about what we are doing right now, and I'm going to be very much involved in that process because we want to find the right person, first of all, and the right person has to be someone who is able to cooperate and make each other better and take us to a different level. That's the objective of it. So, yeah.
Yes, and I am manager Fancy Mikel Arteta on Trauma Monkonkofa, Bibia Mama Shano Control, involved, Ewa Brene, Mobile Ponte, the new sporting director. Now, Maman Fantuan say, and Ramanju, Womo coach, I have Fancy Ruben Amorim, or no, as a press conference, Dick Way, I have pre-match at Basso, Yamian Machanam, Womo Mobile last game, and William say Manchester press room, hono, yes, and for best 50, and some on a normal day, no. Yana and time sis and as onward will be about a pebiatie, will be about a pebiasha and what the kind. Manager Fancy Ruben Amorim, yes, manager no, what a coach just Obianum say a Pamu coacher. Coach for Faba, no place and a key will be able to impress in the coach, Celebrate no, Ebenabiabo. Yes, Amorim say, one. Were a former player. When him say the players almost city when him tricks na trick beer player beer used to be on no bono what be done to him. Namum do all can in say ejina wa juma obeye so we ya juma ade boati media we benya bi abo anto say bia obeye juma na sempo wo mo team no anya de say no bono benya bi abo nempo uyo bia say ono ho ba fa so de ma team no nempo wo ya juma ma team na akonkan anya say bia individualistic kana sempo individualism be and about comedy and we be defend wa kwakon say we asem abesenemom wo adwen say we person nkumnya dia and your born but a bed pass wo benya bi abona enra wo mu busa coach no so pani wo fi Sporting Lisbon and aba Sporting and a manju wa hu ni say no so Sporting the eso na Man United how big as United ayano was Man U the anya say bi aye big keko was Sporting aye big na Man U aye global and Manchester Cassiano was so abontia wa uti bi say Man U eso na obamu ya ana wo say eso pa and Man U no aye global and no aye asma Ruben Amorim the first West and the first pre-match what it toja.
There's a lot of departments. It's so much different than Sporting. In Sporting is a big club, but in Portugal, you feel that it's a global club, so you have so much to do. It's not just coaching the team, but I have a lot of help, a lot of meetings. So I'm improving in that areas, but I feel very happy, very comfortable. So I feel at home. Yeah, it's bigger.
Yes, not just manager say I'm so feeling at home. I just saying na update and also Manchester coach no na so de ba fei unim say omubusa about Jose because Jose another Portuguese manager obeya juma no bi atwam our Premier League ma coach Man U so abaje trophies and Man U apen and omubusa say only Jose akasa and was Jose Mourinho cross sending a message ama just oba from Man U juma message na ba na de ba so kan and say Jose no will be a titles will be on so them Japan tea and yes be baba the new Jose Mourinho no mum dabi when Jose akasa ama Jose akacha and say Man U die e more the pa Man U club no and some team just we had the right team the right people when we nice people and we do Man U not just Jose Mourinho ampa one can some bunny bia and for Manchester and Ruben Amorim yente coach no.
He sent me a message. He told me that it's a lovely club, big club with lovely people, and that is correct. It still is. But a lot of things change. We are in a different building now. We are building a new one. I'm a different guy. I was learning at the time, and I hope to teach something here to my players. But the club is still big. He still is the best club in England, and we want to win again. That's all. It's a near miss.
Yes, and no again some manager fans are Ruben Amorimari to Tono and so about the Canadians are still now Man United and so I at the biggest club and some our Premier League in our England and Montes say why do you say be a Man City be and I say be a Liverpool be a Bama won't down says Mekasa Ten Hag about say ERS Aquanaria I just Man era never chance yampa fofie and twata oko manager so still Man you know that's the biggest team and some our England I just know I any quote ababi Fabiano wo some quote manager no you be say so obey obi say Man you coaching job an impossible job na challenge no at say because among for say one after Ferguson no yaba benya David Moyes waba woko Jose Marino waba woko Ralph Rangnick nom afei wobenya obi Arsene Wenger ha achasa only Ghana Solskjaer womu nyina no abeye adwuma ama man na ya tahage so abakọ entini baba sensi omu nyina baba ya adwuma koi adwuma wo ya show so betimi na ya bia no wo biggest challenge aye de he wo so onim aye biggest challenge down train no what do you think Man you coach no
the best? I really don't know the biggest challenge. I will find out during this months. You had here different type of players, coaches. So the guys that won everything like Van Gaal and Mourinho. You have new ones like they knew the club inside out like Solskjaer. Then you have one of the best that there will ever be in the outside the five strongest leagues was Ten Hag. So I don't know. I think we have to improve as a club. We have to acknowledge that we are in the time that we need time, and every coach that comes here needs time. But acknowledge also that we have to win games, and that's it. So I don't have answers for that. You have different type of coaches, the same results. We will try to do it our way, Ineos way, in my way, and try to win it. I really.
Yes, enti Man U supporters amutieni Man U fans amutieni na manager no we say you want to just munya different type of coaches now the same resource na some more backwards na resource ni na cascala and today I was somebody say coach bi obaba bia no wono so abahia time minimum wa bra wo sra for time ni na chi no I was so starting or winning matches and no aye dwumadi I was no and some atimidi na Jeminya no sa Atalanta boy na your friend Ederson ono aye defensive midfielder no and wa Edep na na yetese Man for no and some discuss na omo consider sa akotana your friend say Ederson our born ball and some adama Manchu no na say Atalanta no wo so betimi afa na Edna ba ana slow to the anwa when aye coach and friend say Maresca press conference ni na no yeduma no ana slot essay when you coach we be so di Premier League favorite I won't come out say be one favorite na one bet there be on be an attention I want aye the next game I was Liverpool for no and so apple essence Premier League need the emergency no yana very small a minimal just say I think it will be nobody agile against us on kai no last season to baby not Man City truly Arsenal by 8 points e ko we here not City for about Premier League no and some idea so man asuntina o me di aye favorite town come and I update about AC Milan and some about Juve and a big game I just know and some about so na Udu San Siro and what ana chance game no and no some about report aminya and so the men say kan nyina say match about so mete say yes stadium and so ababama essence and abono numa ana sa Milan and Juventus some game no and no some about so number 75,000 woman no mo ba Milan and Juve game no e be 350 countries omunyina no and some are connected wo some abanya match ni bia na Kurva Sud and no aye South Cape no omo ultras omo tighten sa stance no wo say and wo mo dia mbeso mo ye say wo mo fa bana bia ma woman fa flag biama woman fa animation biama ne eno ya announcement omo dia ba dem omo dwa because omo tiri ba sesere no masi kono woman in joint way eye protest omo ye eye tie omo mpano fontina e was South Cave aye kan sa aye kurva sudono woman sem omo nye ya bana ne sane omo bia ho a just omo kwakobo omo gem ye say aye Christian Pulisic woman nim so betuna aye available for aye children game no and answer be abaning available as of now there German say can so Pulisic no or you downfall and a gamer and also about medical about to just chunk minus one be about force 9 now force 9 no you benya akwadana fan San Francisco Conceição bakom at the wings so ayade say Kenan Jordes and at the wings around Western McKinney and some abada minus achi and no idea one some about so now unim say jumadi fan basketball I did say now pe our Ghana we no Emirates NBA Cup I say yebo FA Cup England no when some some cup game Emirates NBA Cup no one matches about so na notable results no be Washington Wizards omuluzuye and some other Boston Celtics 108-96 and no a game about so afei Golden State Warriors so dinkunim over New Orleans Pelicans 112-108 a game one some boy na Milwaukee Bucks no Bucks and some Indiana Pacers 127-117 ama LA Clippers for no woman some me try I Sacramento Kings 104-88 and no and some I said notable games ni bi esi kwame no kasai wokɔ Western Conference Golden State Warriors for no woman some other dikan German say kan say woman about the first teamer woman room our Emirates NBA Cup no aye knockout round Giannis Antetokounmpo wabra and covers a box omucha Pacers no when a triple double 37 points, 11 assists, and after 10 rebounds. I know, and sometimes the Sukwa Emra, make a showroom all Las Vegas. One Grand Prix, Shaq, Mammy, you know, now Lewis Mountain at Tope. And you practice 1, as out to play practice 2. When say, Mano Casanano, Pebble Room, and some our studios, you know, German said, can some Mercedes, I'm a driver now. Your father said, George Russell, one and I clenche, and your pole position. Our Las Vegas Grand Prix, our Bra Carlos. Signs or no etosumi you know am appear ghastly and some etosumi and sa achese no aye said the city awon sem ni na no ye de ema ye te for enano pay and some our shows meza bibia find here
nyame adomahwe ni experience fancy di maria bibia ye boko na ade ache bia ene Saturday yaba na games ahodo na wo ho nti join here na ene ye enim komo se the games ni be city akọ ne ehunu kwan ye nyina betima afa so this weekend. The international break is over. So the next international break ebeba in March. Na eno ameka asem bi say how are season ni be city akọ na this particular moment in the determinant factor. Say ubetimi enye a certain level of consistency within the next few months. Say the be ubetimi dey achieve BB in the long run. Now ubone samre na November, December, January, February, March no international break na oba no bebo April May normally na in calendar seasons na say ebo league ne other competitions are and some moment near the semi-final, quarter-final stages of various domestic trophies in continental competitions are yebono then na final na remu ending of May June but over the league na nkasa so ana ho no so tie determinant factors because obi a what drew sa pace at such moment in bia in April May bia na will have to sustain it. So the Bayer League ne beko na wie no. If you want to do an overtaking, not what me actually league ni more very essential said this time around no. Ube pay close attention to your form, the quality of players you have, and the level of consistency you can maintain in the long run. The determinant factors for these clubs nijina 1, quality of players, in depth because injuries bet me aba. But quality in depth the background in the players or more actually no more bet me aya e dey abo mo mapira na mo free mu kono. Very important. You need a certain level of quality coaching from a technical bench. Was a variety of coaching tasks or assignment and because you're starting in the 2 international breaks. No, Obona and Koyo crown out to break, you know, as I refu. But when you break behind him, and as you see, no competitions in a dozen. After every single 3 days behind, there is going to be a match. Now, no name is a Menenama and American Yomabiana, 1 ESPN journalist because or check a calendar there are only 2 days per and a yenya game bia within the next few months up to January. and fancy you would understand Siciliano me say I say into team nankasa be here a certain level of elite coaching to make sure somebody meet the nyama results. Then thirdly, you need a certain level of consistency of results. And yeah, ne wa lusu ochina no draw adebete na wo share there be. This is the moment say opese cut off for more at least 5 games they also to me share to so. Na draw bi aba no lusu ba ko bi dia from bi nka se men lusu game. But don't lose so much games. And this is where we started from even the French league in terms of your discussions.
Okay.
Now, Enra, you will say Paris Saint-Germain ko share Toulouse. Paris Saint-Germain are moving to 32 points on the league log. They want to position themselves at a certain stage as you see, concentrating on other competitions, which is the UEFA Champions League to qualify. Also, more forming the Champions League are quite dicey kakra. Results nebane or channel off. There have been several games they felt to say they needed to win such games, but born out what them we need those games. It's league no person we in term cra. They want to even finish it. No more baby. Now because more last squad. Paris Saint-Germain were very large squad. I'll bet me the crab league, then the main players will come into the UEFA Champions League and come and continue. Now, one when they put up the pace on them to prevent them from winning the league. Monaco new Olympic Marseille. Then now Monaco to me born home when winning the game by 3-2. Good against Brestois. Start Brestois. What they are not to China. And nay Olympic Marseille 2 coin. Aqua ball at the RC Lons. After El Hawaii. Mo free RC Lons no. Aso mu go semuni omonyo mabia e bibia ho kakra. And the level of consistency out here free more no fancy. You are not getting it. But this is one particular encounter. In recent times, it has proven to be in favor of RC Lons and the kind of results they've gotten against Olympic Marseille. And you look at the last few games of Mumi and Unetimiabwa. RC Lons Eshe Marseille 1-0 last season on Wankasanifi. Last 2 seasons, RC Lons Sasha Marseille by 2-1 on Wankasanifi. But last 3 seasons, an Olympic Marseille Koshene by 2-0. But it's a matter of a home versus an away form. On the league log, Marseille are the best away team in the French league. Out of 6 games now, Olympic Marseille etimi abono. Omo away points ekuto omo 15 points. Omo she 18 goals are conceded 6 as compared to the home form of RC Lons omo to 11th out of possible 15 home points. I was almost at Timikano. Fancy almost at Timiaka 8 points. Almost 5 goals are conceded 4. So you look at their lineups, possible lineups, and what they expect to do. Nyamea Doma and Eya players on my team about more money. Ejinamuye about more money. Pass a lot of goals. They are more money. It is not even a striker. And I say most goals at the amount RC Lons, which is a big problem for them. Because so check your more nipa what me goes with Brene Frankowski na me a lot of goals. The amount RC Lons. He's not a striker. It almost said that any talisman be a obo goals in the go mamo. As compared to Olympic Marseille, Ubenya Mason Greenwood or no elbow goals the mom. Ismail Kone, Jonathan Roy, Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg, Andre Rabiot, Leonardo Baledi, Lilian Brazier, and Quentin Melen, then Paul Lirola, then Nel Mopé up front. Say ombet me as ya can more Olympic Marseille. But Lilian Brazier quite dicey kakra because as on the coach na issue be and he bit me very difficult say Brazil bit me a run into this game not what me I started their mama say but Marseille away from there. So this is a game I'm a double chance for Olympic Marseille in terms of their away from because what team accumulated 15 points out of possible 18 away. And
my assurance will say deserving to be to break with their here because once when you're happy said as a result in the panning out because of who say a DB also a matching be an warrior.
Oh yes.
What must but as a result in M1
results in M1
so we sure say breaking a might be a serenity to be about kind of
then into Uber Kono a Olympic Marseille double chance and I bet Olympic Marseille over 0.5 anytime goes score in this game Meko for Mason Greenwood for a Olympic Marseille. Then there's going to be Reims and a Olympic Lyonnais. Olympic Lyonnais started season here. But it looks like their last games in any form be kutomo no. In the last 5 games in the French league, only Paris Saint-Germain are accumulating more points than them. The last 5 games in Paris Saint-Germain are accumulating 15 points, while 15 goals are conceded 4. But the last 5 games, out of 15 points, Olympic Lyonnais were 11 points, while 10 goals are conceded 3. So in terms of form, it was ropa. But what check on my way from this season in the league now? Almost also 7th out of possible 15 points. No mukuta 8 points. Almost 7 goals are conceded 5. which means +2. But the home form of Rams so yade ba ko a fancy out of possible 15 points almost 7 points, almost 8 goals are conceded 8. That means omutinafia concede a lot of goals ewo eyefie. But omo team nankasa na players omo team abo omo dey this season omunya results de mo she goals de mo ye Keito Nakamura one Aitomo omo na ebo. So the Japanese players are taking over Rams this season now. Omo na she goals de mo. But o check Olympic Lyonnais, I think they have enough strength, enough men up front to deliver and give them results at the end of the day to make sure say omo betimi enya good position and they are putting pressure on the rest of the people on the league table. Omo Madrid is on Beji League, Olympic Lyonnais and Madrid is on Beji League, They just want to enter into the top 4. Make sure say omo set me aka good results dia e betimi ama Madaye ama Champions League, Embre tentin a yen shedan hu omo wo no ye be say hu Olympic Lyonnais se waba na oba be bon ho moden ama ne omakoye di ama mo. Alexander Lacazette, Fofana, Ryan Cherki, Jordan Veretout, Tolisso, and in the Menja Matic mo. So I know that these guys have experience. But my Olympic Lyonnais double chance, and I'm Olympic Lyonnais over 0.5 in this particular game against Rams. And you definitely understand, say, anytime goal scorer Alexander Lacazette in this particular aspect, and also bit my 5 Ryan Cherki, say ono a bit me lead the delegation Olympic Lyonnais against Rams. And enumerate away from the French League A. Fancy then to the German Bundesliga. Now, Enra Bayern Munich. First half, no be any say Kebesa ya Bayern Munich. Be say the city ni mo na be na 1-1 be na 0-0 be. And then be na last minute be kura na nka Osberg de ba ku bia dey. Atum de etia omo. But I think that was a very strong second half from FC Bayern Munich. And you look at Harry Kane. Go no share the third goal.
Shadrack mami go no na go na wo.
Fa go na bra. No control ball no we say J boy say it is happen more to net no. Fancy that was quality. quality goal. And you would understand say Harry Kane deserves a goalkeeper. No?
Just look at this.
Masa. Keeper no crack.
Bundesliga logo.
Bundesliga logo, yes. Bundesliga logo. And quality top goal by Harry Kane. Already this season, Harry Kane about 4 hat-tricks. And fancy, he deserves every good thing that comes with football. Harry Kane in GBB. I feel what's a Harry Kane to me GBB. I was Harry Kane to me GBB. And he's your ideal number 9. And the quality now down the Ray
Jackson will be
I think this is a proper replacement for Robert Lewandowski. And you had normal Lewandowski logo in that.
50 Bundesliga goals in 43 matches. The first player who hits our number no wabra you see least matches. I know a thing. And he's that good. And that was a good result for FC Bayern Munich to make sure they will keep up the pace and stay on. But check here. Now me aduma ne Borussia Dortmund bebo Freiburg. Now fancy check in terms of the form guide now. Borussia Dortmund last 5 games form ninye. Out of 5 games, no matter me accumulated 6 points. Or match 7 goals are considered 9 in the last 5 games. Compared to Freiburg on only last 5 games in terms of form guide, or 8 points. Watch 5 goals are considered 4. But the amount Borussia Dortmund, any year, omo to omo mani aji bebrebe ni ese. Omo nya lose draw a single home game this season. Dortmund out of 5 home games, fancy the Mario Motima accumulated 15 points. On match 14 goals. I consider 6. It's a few on my one day no so. But Freiburg in the last 5 away matches are bono. We consider 5, Ashe 5 or 7 points. Which means Freiburg away from the so sheda enyina so. Meji to me said these two teams have enough quality. Or check their possible lineup in terms of this particular game now. You would understand say a woman say Borussia Dortmund will be missing some key players in this particular game. But I strongly believe that they will find a way to win this game. Because Karim Adeyemi missing this particular game on the long-term injury. Nicolas Sule, long-term injury. Then Van Jen, so won't change. But Kofi Chira nanka ono wo so jira mo Freiburg ne so no oba no asa kwotena nche na eme or one player about kweme ya pa sanka this season could have been his season. But it's so unfortunately say he's not around. But Seu Gura say he's back. Julian Brandt, Maximilian Bayer, Jeremy Gittens, Pascal Gross, then Felix Nyamcha,
then Oba Benya Anton at the back line, Junior Racing, Nicolas Klotabek, then Oba Benya Rami Bessenbani. So you look at the squad, Nekutom, the quality that they have. Anytime goal scorer, Koma Seu Gurasi, say Obetimenya go in the Mabrusha Dortmund, but be safe. After international break, Dortmund might not lose their first game, but Obetima draw.
Or more disappointed,
but Dortmund to win that half in this particular game. Dortmund to win that half, and I'm at Dortmund over 0.5. But anytime goal scorer, go for Seu Gurasi in this particular game against Freiburg. I know it's a Freiburg. Omahu Dembe was Rombe tried to kick that, but Dortmund also concedes. But if you are looking for someone to score for Freiburg, you can trust Rital one, say Richard one, say ono ebetimi enya that particular goal no de ama Freiburg. Away from Dortmund and Freiburg, be very careful about between the game between Hoffenheim and RB Leipzig. You're very careful in that particular game when you are going after the international break. These two teams in normal form ne bosso and Shada and Moon Shada and TBS gidi and Hoffenheim and Kasomusa so hard pa. O check it grandpa Hoffenheim in terms of their home form, it has not been that particularly bad. But Leipzig also no disappointing most of the time, and their away form no draw ne also. I'm not saying Hoffenheim better Leipzig baby, but this is a game. It is not a straight win for RB Leipzig as we see it. And the Ubetimama RB Leipzig handicap 2 goals to play it safe. Handicap 2 goals to play it safe. And Ubetimako corners in this particular game over 7.5, over 6.5, or even Leipzig to have more corners against Hoffenheim in this particular encounter. If you are looking for any time goal scorer for Leipzig in this particular game, Ubetimako Diama Lois or Penda. Against Hoffenheim, so obetimi any that particular goal no edi amomo. Leverkusen will be playing Hendenham. Now, we had this particular game quite good for Leverkusen to obtain a lot of things. So bad, but trust you me, Leverkusen will be there. So I don't think somebody Martin F. has about draw him. And so Leverkusen to win this particular game against Hendenham, and anytime goes for Victor Boniface in this particular encounter against Hendenham for a year. By 0-4 Leverkusen. Then away from the Germany Bundesliga, we'll enter into the Italian Serie A, where crucial games will be happening this particular weekend. Now, there is Verona against Inter Milan. A very crucial game for Inter Milan to keep up their pace when it comes to the league. Now, I'll check it top of the table now, and I said the Italian Serie A league table now. I said the only person, and I said 2 teams, so maybe who is in terms of the top 4, Atalanta and Fiorentina. But you would understand and appreciate the quality of football Fiorentina done in recent games and the consistency of Madinedi. The same as Atlanta, Omudu Media, Omudi, Dimola Lukman, the leader of delegation, and the number of goals are also at the moment. But check it between Napoli, any Inter Milan are pointing near 1 point per. The top 4 of the Italian Serie A and the Barbie, even the 7th position, Fancy Di Maria 2 points per is pretty almost. So it tells you about the level of intensity when it comes to the Italian Serie A and the level of competition what the Italian Serie A this season. Be assured, say Simone Inzaghi about this particular time around after the international break, he would love to have a certain level of consistency and a run of games. Obetimi a certain level of wins. Edi akwakwa that top obetimi maintain the position no. Na wetimi asa so they about different competitions as competitive for etimi abon home they get closer to also those trophies, especially like the Coppa Italia, and you are looking at the UEFA Champions League. This is a gamer. It is coming at the right time for Simone Inzaghi's men. But ever at the right time, it also raises a lot of carefulness steady around this particular kind of games because they're quite dicey. The last few games are actually between Verona and Inter Milan. I think the last season Crampo they ended in 2-2. We've seen Verona say Inter Milan shared by 6 goals to 0 by last 2 seasons. But over last season they could see now Obia now so that say Verona bet my Inter Milan side no. It's about sana no I careful kakra. But I think Simone Inzaghi mrantie na obetimi agina matimi de nya results de amomo. The likes of Marcus Thuram, the likes of Lautaro Martinez, these guys, Denzel Dumfries, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Nicolo Barella, ubetimi most of these guys are DiMarco more experience ubetimi step up at the enya results at the amount. Verona has not been so much splendid at home, but in their last 5 games they've been able to win 2 home games in their last 5 home games. Almost share AS Roma by 3 goals to 2 and almost share Venezia by 2 goals to 1. But they lost 3-0 to Juventus, lost 3-2 to Torino, and almost Elusu by 3 goals to Monza it means say Inter Milan the quality so betting the results and Inter Milan and in their last 5 away games fancy Di Maria or draw back up or we need the rest of the 4 games that was a goalless draw against Manchester City and the caliber and the quality of Manchester City but Omako say Udini by 3-2 Omako Roma by 1-0 Omako Young Boys by 1-0 and Omako Empoli by 3-0 so Obeko for Inter Milan to win either half in this particular game against Verona and I'm Inter Milan double chance for safe reasons but open quick and I say straight and I say Mwedua Ubetima Inter Milan win anytime goal scorer for Marcus Thuram in this particular game now what me ama Inter Milan there is going to be AC Milan versus Juventus crucial game between these two sides which I personally believe say they have the men they have enough quality to give us a very good game and fancy Aban Temamaya with the international break in Mama Philip and you look at the table and you look at these two teams now Juventus at also 6th only 2 points away from top of the table AC Milan also 7th or 18 points and they are far away from the top of the table a little bit but checking in terms of the top 4 now the gap is not huge 7 points and a separate AC Milan and the Inter Milan when it comes to the Italian Serie A table among the top 4 maybe on but AC Milan in terms of their form in the last few games no matter me picking up some key points be very crucial out of the 5 games no matter me picking 7 points so much 6 goals are but the last few games so my results no many say obetimi aje AC Milan this one with Juventus a very good game today. And most of their players are growing in confidence and they are picking from bit by bit. In the last 5 games, AC Milan lose only 1 game. That was Napoli. Romelu Lukaku ni Scott McTominay Mbeshobo by 2-0. But Omatimi Atenefi Ashe Club Brugge by 3-1. Omako Aquako share the likes of Anaso Martinefi Ashe Udini by 1-0. And Omasashe Leche by 3-0. It will check home form now. It is very good for them. But Juventus away in Juventus and Lusu game in the last 5 games were even away. And fancy Di Maria, omo quality in the in terms of how omutimi and maneuver their way to even secure a draw. First, Nanka omo concede, but now concede na ide. Abba, and we saw say in their last 5 away games, omo ko share Genoa by 3-0. Omo share RB Leipzig by 3-2. And omo ni Inter Milan ball 4-4. Then omo ko share Udini by 2-0. No omo ni ball 1-1. Close game between these two sides. Whom I believe said the key battle will be in the middle of the park, where Locatelli and Kefran Thuram battle against Tijani Reinders, and you see Fofana in the middle of the park. But I believe this is a game about both teams to score between AC Milan and Juventus. Anytime goal scorer for AC Milan, we mark for Christian Pulisic. Anytime goal scorer for Juventus, we mark for Dusan Vlahovic in this particular game against Oman. Also, we mark over 1.5 between these two sides. So, on bet many as goals in the moment. Atlanta bank or Shepama. Eti ba open safe for Atlanta to win in the half. Anytime goal scorer, Demola Lukman. Napoli bebo AS Roma. Fancy. Very crucial game and the first game for Claudio Ranieri. Sometimes these games, none new manager bounce tie count it. And Napoli will need to play at their best to match up against AS Roma with the kind of coach on the neighbor coach Nisuni Mejumo experience against Antonio Conte. But Napoli both here. That is where the strength is going to be drawn from. So Napoli double chance against AS Roma. Anytime goal scorer, Ubetimako Ediama Romelu Lukaku Bolengole in this particular encounter. Atletico Madrid back Alaves. Alaves will fear. Atletico Madrid needs to keep up the pace on Real Madrid and Barcelona. They are far away from the conversation when it comes to the league. But Medica says stretch way is very important. How many points are you going to take within this stretch? And what are the results are you going to get? And to hear Diego Simeone and Mrante, Solot more and Julian Alvarez, ni Antoine Griezmann more. I also more Pedro more money more. Rodrigo de Paul more. No more consistent at the Atletico Madrid. Strongly believe said this is a game Atletico Madrid will pick up 3 points at home. Anytime goal scorer, I make for Antoine Griezmann for Atletico de Madrid. Then over Real Madrid in Leganes, then FC Barcelona against Celta Vigo. So that game no against Celta Vigo near quite dicey kakra. Because Barcelona and Casani believe say as Celta Vigo for this year more attitude to be on the ball those games, playing against different sides and quite different. But all when Real Madrid now, Celta Vigo was the best team. By the end of the day, experience Real Madrid they share because they were not clinical. Yeah. So Barcelona should take enough motivation from that game to go into this game against Celta Vigo and get results against them. Because maybe a league in a draw. The moment you slack, results will go against you. Last season, Barcelona was shown by 2-1. It was a sack or show my news. But in the previous seasons, no one say Celta Vigo acquired Barcelona by 2-1. That is 2 seasons ago. Which Barcelona will need to work things out and make sure that it doesn't happen again. But last season, there no, a bit messy at the amomo. But trust you me, Hansi Flick, this is a game where we might see say very difficult to the Barcelona. But fancy, I believe that Robert Lewandowski and co will be there. These guys will step up, and anytime goes crowd.
Sompa Sports.
But open say for Barcelona, double chance. I know they've lost to Real Sociedad 1-0. They've lost to Osasuna by 4-2. But many good results against Real Madrid were away. Many good results against Alaves were away. Many good results against Red Star Belgrade were away. In Manchester, Barcelona are very poor when it comes to their away games. Celta Vigo will feel and Casano said that so nyadi amoroso. We need only 2 games. 3-1 against Valladolid, 1-0 against Getafe. But they lost 2-1 to Real Madrid. Drew 1-1 against Girona. And Atletico Madrid cost 1-0. So this is a game of Barcelona to win in the half. And now Barcelona double chance in this particular game. We bet my 1-0 be and 2-1 be in favor. And yeah, margin of a lot of goals between these two sides. Maybe a 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. It's going to be a very close contest. And Robert Lewandowski is going to be our anytime goal scorer in this particular encounter. For the Real Madrid back or Leganes to keep up the pace in the league. Anytime goal scorer, go for a Vinicius Jr. in this particular game for Real Madrid. Fancy, quickly on the results on England. Namen fancy, na Mike and Twaso. Oko England at Chelsea bebo lunchtime. Now, so if you can avoid this game, you should avoid it. Avoid it. Said about our the enough games over there. Now the master game now because I'm playing itself out. But I think Leicester City may see key players be Abubodi, Buanate Mo, Fatawi Shakumo. These guys, they are key players within the setup. And I believe so Omubo Field, they will love to give it a fight. And me sure said there is a lot of pressure on Cooper so media results. And they are maintaining his stay because they say coach is Titifi. Leicester City and Adrian so move Remark for video bar or metimabo. And Nuntina Root Vanestroy, one of Coventry Juman because we say Premier League and they are about to be treat. Night Juman or Babefa Ediaco. Chelsea is also formed no so you against these small small teams are not being respectful. But this lower table teams, said Chelsea results against them quite good. And I believe that Chelsea beat Marine either half in this particular game. Many times goes Kwakofuku Palmer. In this particular game against Leicester City. Then you look at Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Arsenal at that time and Cannon Tunia, we are coming to do this. At that time here, Nottingham Forest by before 1 point to Emirates. Oh yes. Ometimia draw. Now Emirates almost Emirates said it was almost Emirates.
Well, Wakoshe Liverpool Anfield. On the Chelsea so grass a muye day.
On the Chelsea draw.
Oh, bridge so. And over Emirates. And Arsenal careful.
In their last 5 away games, Oma draw 2, Oma win 3.
Wow.
1-0 against Southampton, 1-0 against Liverpool, 2-2 against Brighton and Hove Albion. 1-1 against Chelsea, 3-1 against Leicester.
Wow.
Anna, the almost set it up. Anna Medica said, and also Medica said, Arsenal struggle against teams on mobile with low block and I see. With low block because they believe in their wingers. Columbus not doing any longer. Omunya counter attack na. Mirika say who Morilo these guys will be there. Meno, I wouldn't be surprised and Nottingham Forest Kampunya Gua. Edit Arsenal. But to play it safe, this is a game of corners better because these two teams some of the set pieces in the air. So to play it safe, corners over 7.5 over 8.5.
Okay.
But anytime goal scorer for us, Nameko for Bukayo Saka. Anytime goal scorer, Ubetima for Chris Wood. In this particular game against Nottingham Forest. Manchester City better Tottenham. Marine ye ne City better no Tottenham pa. Or better no pa. Tottenham Messi Mickey van der Ven. Say Messi Kuti Romero. Dragosi na babe jina chiro. City so welcome Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku. These guys are back. And City will love to make a statement. Say, they see time now sign international break. It means to us to be. And they need that consistency. It's a Yasuba Shipa. Tottenham Hotspur Shipa.
Okay.
Liverpool back with Southampton. Manchester United Ipswich. First games of coaches for Manchester United. None are quite difficult for them. So playing safe with Manchester United. Ipswich. There is Kerry McKenna who knows Manchester United team so well. He knows them so well.
Sompa Sports.
So you can't underrate these things. It's the only thing you can do is Manchester United double chance or Manchester United to win it that half in this particular game. Yes.
Okay. Well, meza me da say na mo mubisa betway coach no the coach ebema aye ready e wa ha weekend me so ma twen international break na mamo ni so am bisri amafia mo pa ko yi kura na Tunisia for lusu de e say me ma pa Mike area na the coach no amamo Mike say bibia e find there
fancy nyame ado bibia e kama
okay bend kakra weekend e be there
Arsenal just in so fatal pa yeah
obi no beton san de shira no busu efo
no aside
so I wouldn't reason tear ma me
club rivalry aside
I know
just in fatal
okay
so it means you would have looked splendid in a year Arsenal colors as an Arsenal fan. True.
Kabalesan kumenya broken heart.
No, Jason if fatal. No kwena me catch you.
Jason asem dey say JC but to be a fan in the
man shows fan dey want me support. Chelsea need and yet want me conquest support Arsenal.
The pride of London.
No, it can't be possible. It can't be possible. Now Premier League shares here Chelsea winning more Premier League titles than Arsenal. Men fan ko Europe crowd. Premier League shares here. Chelsea and Arsenal why not league titles? From 92 the BC. So clearly. Oh yeah, Chelsea abed the significant face of London when it comes to football. Domestic we're to me rising. Then on the continental stage, your Champions League titles near there. Or your multiple Champions League winner. Something Arsenal will crave to be called or tagged. Arsenal for no. Say, sorry, I didn't know sorry no. Near ball Mudin Samran is champions of Europe. But Chelsea no, yaka champions of Europe twice.
Sandy Europe I mean
exactly. So I can't see any Chelsea fan say defect I support Arsenal. In recent times I've been see. Say kind of Gen Z. This Gen Z era. Any Chelsea fan so we switch camp or free Chelsea Arsenal it won't happen. Say the Henry more era then it's different. But currently, no. I have seen the millennium stages and at the millennium age from 2000 Adeba. And for that 20-year period, from 2000 to 2020, now race need to say Arsenal ni, Chelsea ni, and Ababe say and Chelsea abasro Arsenal ti abafom. So omu nyini bano. See 2010. You've not seen Arsenal win a trophy before. Okay, let's go back to 2005. You've not seen an Arsenal team being crowned champions of England before. The only stories you've read are a disappointment. Oh, Arsenal fail again. They'll try the next season. Obiawu 2005. You're 2024. You are 19 years. 19 years, no. You should be at a certain age. What football na sekakra. So it will be difficult for you to trace back. Oh, Arsenal no sania wo Dennis Bergkamp ya wo Mark Overmars so onimomo. Debi onim. But obia ya wo no from yemfa said 1996 no. You came to appreciate to an extent Arsenal were the second major force in England. And it's a Manchester United and Arsenal never to us. And they gave United a run for their money. No more neck to neck. In between, so Blackburn Rovers or J title ni free more. Blackburn was in 1996. I stand to be corrected. Blackburn free more. It was Arsenal Man U. Then Chelsea babe break his no. Since Chelsea broke that way, Leicester had any aberration. Liverpool have come in. They've won it just once. But check if it has been Manchester producing league champions, whether City or United, or Chelsea from London, not Arsenal from London. So between the two UK way, Manchester and in London, Chelsea has been the face. While Manchester, it has been the red and blue. But in London, it has always been the blue. Tiname say, share in the year. Things will be Chelsea near or back support yes, but that's just by them side. Fancy. the clearest evidence ubenya say ampayare ya, and yare no here will be widened to accommodate BBT Sepra. Good. Reece James ediano. Oko basketball more is happening to a couple of young talents. Zion Williamson, very talented basketball player. The Pelicans are signing to a lucrative contract. But so Babe Bonne na yasem. Lonzo Ball is a very talented player.
You didn't know what I'm saying.
He can basketball now. He's a proper baller. Lamelo Crana, check what he's doing with the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
So Lonzo Ball from the Lakers to the Bulls, he was expected, say, I feel he will become his own man and grow into it. For the past 2 seasons, he's not played a competitive basketball game. This season, he's been on and off. In fact, see the numbers here, the last 250 NBA regular games I ever won, Lonzo Ball has played only 38 out of it. He's missed a huge or a chunk 222 NBA games. And this year Premier League season, not play album you know penwe. You were 38 Premier League games a year. We bought 2 out of 38. Where do you know? 38 out of 250. So pra yare yapa. Especially when you know that idea way no met to me I so soon pen I am ready. So you can't come and deliver. And if you are not careful, the danger in this is that it is not the physical, but the psychological damage it could eventually have on you. I feel no started doubting. On a man for nubone for depression, drugs anyway, because dear or more feminine. But you don't understand it. I've seen some Chelsea fans express frustration. Now Reece James in the Cromon Tono. Many sure say Reece James in a nepe. And it's all better than chain. None in no more boy. 1, he's a captain. 2, he's hugely talented. And playing means that he has better opportunities to enhance in a career. From the financial point of view, so Chelsea captain a ball, not Chelsea a top 4. There are bonuses that will be given them. Eventually, honestly, we'll sign a contract. When the contract to be in a better position to negotiate for better terms, he needs to put his evidence on the table. Evidence near day. Matches don't was say now, boy. Then our team near. And on our champion for say any say I'm here into Monto market to a family. So Reece James not playing, it hurts the player more than you, the fan. But at times, I know we are not understanding of some of these boys or more situation. Sharak made a picture bit to my Facebook. The number of games Reece James has missed, and the injuries he's sustained throughout this period. Another way, 162 games played. Reece James, I may see him 129. Nobody will be happy. Even so, baby, you'll carry on a cry when he ends. But there's a young guy who wants to prove a point, especially the new era of Chelsea. He's a proper Chelsea boy from the academy and go through the mill. He are progressing now for senior team. But no to me, he can play as a centre back, play as a wing back, play as a full back, and can also play as a midfielder. But Kobe, so bet me abo, Kobe, a dear no to me injuries. So let's be a bit understanding. Me, I think this boy needs help. And the help he needs is no money. Exactly. The kind of psychological help he needs. Because obet me back. Oh, say obi e pra na hotono. Basa na adwimo kra bet me ate. Na ne ho atono na ne ho asisi ne ho so a obobo na onfasuro emfan wuremu no. Eno so ya asem foforo. Ojinamu ba. Then there is this fear, the anxiety. Oh, I had a sound so proud. It could even impact on your performance. Inti yare ya ampa and yare ne diminya, and that is why Reece James cannot play football. And yenepe. Oh, na sabe nyanko pompengu. Something will hinder you, and idea be hinder on air for health reasons. It will hinder you from delivering your job whenever. Oh, 1 day be no problem. 2 days, oh, we can still cope.
Yeah.
3 days, it becomes concern.
Super sports.
Natra 4, 5, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You become depressed. A shell so Reece James is as human as we are. Let's be understanding of his situation and not be that typical fanatic. I was saying Reece James, but one be born into there and you're Montono. And now won't pay. Or your son trophy animal. Ukrana, Ukra Musio, Ujana, Uja Isradia. Uja Isradia na komobi na onya Isradia na no so be Musio di amana na. O prepra won't pay. Into why not the one general CSC. So you need to be careful and be a bit understanding. You see, I always work with this principle in life. There is greatness in everybody. But where you are, the environment you find yourself in, and actually, it will define, and then it will make successful your greatness level. Yawa to Ghana. Dear wo trim, any dear wumuno. Dear mo friend innate. Oh, good morning to Ronaldo fans. Your innate gift. I tell you, Yankopon, ye dear wumuno. Ubetimi ashesheka. Naka na ba be a huge brand. But ya wo Ghana, ya wo Korea, ya wo Japan. How does that become possible?
This is Uchini here.
Uchini we. Obeda sheshe.
Canon.
Uchini we no sheshe. Okay, so read about the story of Honda. Why Honda now is a worldwide brand. Honda is a failed from mechanics. Started as a mechanics, then eventually started with motorbikes. Now they are producing one of the best vehicles across the world. Nipa na ye fe no Honda no. Any baby o sha see free no. Me sure san ko Ghana han kontimi nya de oye no. But now he has established a great legacy. I want everybody to read about Honda. Then you will attest to what I'm saying. At times, the challenges you encounter, environment now will need to me buama who escape. So if you were a naturally born industrialist, so the industry money man oh, make me actually plane. If you are a Ghanaian, you will fail unless you leave this environment. You can't assemble plane with Ghana. It's not possible. But if you are in the US, you have a fair chance. In the Asia, or Japan, or Korea, or China, you have a fair chance. Or Russia, you have a fair chance. So greatness is in everybody, but it is where you find yourself. Any platform I also know, any team is cemented our greatness, no, and that's the story of Hurricane. Fancy goes Hurricane I share when they carry a money now. Imagine Obama Manchester United and watch goes now. Why?
Oh, but it's not GGBA.
Exactly the point. So Hurricane, never Brazil national team that goes now. Watch no. What the I am on Mancadian? Why? The Copa America being in AB crowd here. So thank you very much. And we are rather proclaiming what he's doing. DNOC, we about 43 league games, we share 50 goals. The fastest to do it in the Bundesliga history before. Nayel in Holland, who did it 50-50. We then here 43 and we share 50 goals. O can the goals are washed since or joining Bayern Koi Ebomwa. Wash goals never do same matches our wabo. The goal contribution no kabomwa. It is insane. But are you surprised? No, it is Hurricane. Me who in recent times, I don't know if I will be exaggerating if I extend it to 20 years. In the last 20-year period, me who say play be joining Bundesliga now. He is well prepared and well equipped than Hurricane there.
Oh, yeah, was settled.
Yeah, because Hurricane entered the Bundesliga as a proper goal scorer, a renowned one, of course. Salah ever Premier League nimno. None goal scoring credentials no ente said yet no. Wa be ne who Premier League nim. But yentimi nka say Hurricane na call Bundesliga nim no. Wa call be ne who in terms of goal scoring. No, it's not true. The Bundesliga is rather exposing how truly great Hurricane is as a goal scorer. He's a great one of the finest scorers. But and then your crowd goes and say OJDA. Oh, goes in or the JDA near the no, ya the asterisk near the 2 no, near the discredited. And this goes no share and uncle share the map bayana. At the said Uncle Lewandowski the bayana no. Anameboa, goals na Hurricane Nation. Only to two Lewandowski the you wouldn't see any significant difference. Lewandowski did it and won multiple league titles and multiple trophies with Bayern Munich because it was a CA and he would to a CA so one channel 10 a year. So he got it. But when you don't not share Valley Cranichi again.
But a daughter more and
ho
and what's a
bunkum. So who goes now? Ocean. I actually now you jump one pair. What's that your Super Mario game be? Now Dreamika no way.
Open way with Diana.
Etimi escalate to cover 2 or 3 levels. Good. Sana Hurricane yanity. Tottenham no way. Into a nobe huri cry. On to me room pempen and room pempens wa about coach na de anesro. Baba ya already he is on a solid platform and kakrebi obeyebiano. It will be the amplifier ebe pejane denako. And I'm happy for him. This season, Bayern will win the Bundesliga. It is not because they are too good. It is because the chasing pack, none of them are good enough to match them or are consistent enough to show that they have quality. Bayern team no more. Hurricane. I'm telling you for a fact. They have talent. But it is a project that a reconstructed. Company on the team. So this Bayern team is not yet the finished article. It will be at the tail of a season. And even eating into the start of next season. And you be a Bayern team so in your first year, you don't just conclude, oh, we're team Nafa and Fi. But Hurricanes' goals is cushioning them and propelling them about the necessary propellant. You cannot have it anywhere. This is and you're buying mum and a hurricane here. And you're buying mum and a hurricane. Because in order to achieve and break that genes of last season, they will need Kane to fire the goals.
So they see Queen, so they say,
oh, they will win it. Leverkusen are off. Dortmund, they have an inexperienced coach who is still learning on the job. Then with Leipzig, it is typical Marco Rosa. They can be very good for 3 weeks and then go bad for about 4 weeks. Marco Rosa, Sana Nesutier, from Mönchengladbach to Dortmund. Marco Rosa and Sano. On your coach, it gives you consistency. And to watch here, Leipzig, there were cup competitions passing league. So they've won cups. Last season, I'm sure Bayern, the Super Poker. I'm sure DFB Super Poker. And now, way more. Then they've won the DFB Pokal as well. So Leipzig are doing very well in the cup because a coach in Nisuno. So I think Bayern will get it. Fancy. Another principle of life. You don't make permanent enemies. You don't make permanent friends. Unless Okoshia, the typical David, any Jonathan, Denny could be seen near. But I'm making a general statement. There are no permanent enemies. There are no permanent friends, but permanent interest. I was a BBT and a Kaminomi and Ubom. Sabe, come to me bank, na me yam account in a Juma. Kaminomo some passport. I don't know you from anywhere, but there is one interest that brought us together. The same applies to Akomia. Sabe, man, Akomia store and credit of it, internet yebeyen for. It is radio. And what we do. Until there are no permanent friends because conditions can change. There also are down for CCA. There will need to be a time where there needs to be sacrifices made for the betterment of your own life. You need to take that decision. Until Akwenya na ba se kwabrochire e da se wo kosu koye adwuma. O se madam for dey ono na me ne science ayetena Ghana. Debi. So there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies, but permanent interest. And here's a Manchester City story alongside Omar Berrada. May the picture be sent Shadrach, so bet me the Atosua. There's a City directors, you know.
Yeah.
Cardinal Mubrak na I said they also ne shirt names and
ne tie.
Yeah. Anna Ferran Soriano na wa pocketing inside the ashe na yinim. The original Ferran Soriano echia o she spare Sakura kakra no. Omar Berrada. Good. City, any Premier League. Not the City Football Group, no. Or in charge of football near you, chief football officer. Now fancy, City in Premier League in Tokwa. Way on the Ferran Soriano, any Premier League in Akonhon Tokwasa, including the APT now, and Richie or Maya who amendments are a Diababonte. Now Berada was fighting the Premier League and other clubs for the interest of the Manchester City.
Yes.
And there was Switch Camp. He's the chief executive officer of Manchester United. Omoto Abano. He was the last person to raise his hands. No movie emotion. No. As at 9:20 a.m. No maybe BBR. Omo my publishing statement. No. Now we Omar Berada can be said. And the Manchester City so yesterday he was an ally of Manchester City fighting for them. Today he is an enemy of Manchester City, or enemy might be a harsh word. He's a rival of Manchester City, fighting against them. No permanent enemies, no permanent friends. Yes. Permanent interest. Or a football person. I have no Manchester United. And maybe a no Manchester City. So you don't let your past alliances influence the decisions you take now, especially in your current employment setting. If there is any loyalty, you have that loyalty to your current interest. Say you were Juma, say your hobby, say ya JB away ya dem fast or brewno. A honor loyalty no airco. That should be where it goes. So it is business as usual. Omar Berada, once a friend of City, now a rival. Say Ruben Amorimba. What's it there? Exactly. And it's a principle of life. If we take it,
I said we should do one time now.
City City were trying to lobby. Why Chelsea? City. No, I will explain to you why. Abano 20 Premier League clubs. Say 14 2 in favor of the motioner, no matter what. City had lobbied and garnered only 6 votes, including that of Chelsea. Chelsea didn't want to move back out of Mantua.
Yeah.
It was Aston Villa, Man City, Nottingham Forest, and Everton and Amebua. There were 2 clubs who, Newcastle. It was Chelsea and Everton. I stand to be corrected. No, I'm move your man fan count. A 6 pair. Mo 6 and some more to Abana. You will say more, and I'm famous as a Munya Premier League now. Now, when the other 14 vote in favor, it will still be approved and amended. So Chelsea played a smart one here. And our chief legal officer, Bonington, on the last to speak then. I'm reading the room. At times you need to read the room. He didn't see enough convincing faces. And enough convinced faces. So they saw, said, no, Charlie, we've lost it. And so in order not to rather stir up the waters, no, okay, join the masses. There will be another time to fight, because he who fights and run away will definitely live to fight another day. When you lose everything. Strategize and move. It's a political game. And Chelsea are not Judas Iscariot. They are not. Rather, they might be playing a smart one. Because at the end of the day, definitely something will happen. And but let's also make it clear that this APT has no direct impact on City versus the Premier League and the 115 charges. 2 different instances. And if you think the APT amendment no so be what the 115 charges in this one. No, it won't. But it is something that will be done in the future. Near Hussein and Yoma Fans, Chelsea and Judas Iscariot. They are not. Fonseca, a coach of AC Milan, I know say the game against Juve and Neno. It is not going to be a decisive game, although important. I am telling him it's decisive. Decisive. Check big games, Some passports. Among the big teams, AC Milan have won against just Inter Milan. It's not just a huge, but a City derby. The Milan derby. Exactly. And you know, so we near. I have a different. But what's nefi? Napoli came to beat you by 2-0. Juventus is coming to town. So when Timmy win the game now, it casts doubt because they want to rub shoulders with these big teams.
Yeah.
Pray for the title and then for the top 4. You've lost to Fiorentina, who are also a rising force. And so when we need the big games now, coach, the top who appointed you start to doubt credentials as to whether you can take them there. But I think this game will be beautiful for various reasons, and one of them, the Dutch component of Tion Koopmeiners and then Tijani Reinders. In the national team, they are allies, for the Dutch interest. Again, in times past, they were playing for the same side. Tion Koopmeiners was captaining AZ Alkmaar, and Tijani Reinders Airborne. Now, the beautiful thing is that Tion Koopmeiners will move on. Now, Tijani Reinders be a captain. Then he captained the younger brother of Tion Koopmeiners, that is Pierre Koopmeiners. And Reinders, only Koopmeiners brothers, only Omumyeni now but the same club. But now, what fate has done is that it has moved them from the Netherlands to the Italian soil. Omo the Scudetto, omo the Calcio. Koopmeiners by Atlanta, and then Yankupaya Adomoa or Bodima Juve. Then Reinders straight from Alkmaar to AC Milan. Obia pese otre de oye. But I think this season so far has been very good for Tijani Reinders. And the biggest way out of the asserted the stance, the game against Real Madrid and the display he put up. Now when the two meet, it will be former friends now going against each other for 3 points. And that's what football can do. It can unite. It can also break you and bring a certain sort of rivalry. So if you have no reason at all to watch the AC Milan Juventus game, or the Koopmeiners Reinders battle, should ginger you enough to go and catch a glimpse. And then also be a beautiful game because of Thiago Motta. The last time he came to Milan, Obe display excellent coaching, and he picked a point from the San Siro against Inter Milan. He's returning. Stadium ball as a player for mine, Inter. And as a former Nerazzurri, he knows what it means to beat Milan. And definitely, me sure says our spirit, will engineer something from Motta and it will deliver a good game for us. But I wish all the big teams the best of luck, and I wish all investors the best of luck. Chelsea, whether I say a early kickoff and early kickoff, Ube. So Chelsea winning is not ruled out. A Leicester team are highly incapacitated due to injuries and withdrawals. Don't rule out a Chelsea win, and a very healthy one, of course. But Amorim say wishing the best. Obesha switch. Oh, Obesha.
And you want to go to Facebook.
Oh, you see, that is.
I Metiasi and also on air. My own for the socials no. I'm on for Tiasi space.
One thing people don't get. You see me, the way I'm sitting here, me, I am always alone. Me kwana mwofi. The only source of entertainment for me will be live football. And it makes me a fan of from an opacosia homache. Then I'm matching the basketball at Waso. Many obia, many needing commercial chale. Social media is my go-to place when I want to ease my stress. Please allow me. Go off. No, let me say it clear. Say idea no me to social media wa me personal if I put it there and a shiwa go off wait just swap it. It's all the swipe it. Oh media na shiwa kuma na just swipe it. And your force chairman, I am a go-to place to ease stress. Because funti mama me easy me stress men kwanu munro. I won't take any depression, killing pills, other depressants to cool off my stress. But the social media, I'm there, my dear. And people was post informative, relevant content. I'm saying, chairman, fuck all, post the relevant content. Allow me. So, Charlie, just around. Why? Yes, let's enjoy ourselves.
Mate.
At the end of it all, 90+8. Nash Modix. Picture away. And you have an assistant in it. 90 plus 8. They are book on the Biaba. Manchester United Neko show. No, make me and share. Not counter attack.
More calls St. Petersburg.
Etimia pray. No, may you pass now to Nash Modix. What happens?
Let's say United losing.
They be United in losing a young poor match. No, but what will happen is that Amorim bet 10 year assistant and him say, yeah, yes, in here. Let's enjoy ourselves. Charlie, life is too short.
Oh yeah, that one there. Whoa. Momo call Zenit St. Petersburg goal. Opposed to me.
Amorim not assistant name no.
90 plus. Zenit I should go. Omo under review. Omo you go no. Yeah. See, who call Zenit away win? I'm saying by now, just say Omega, man down. Robert, let's say the wine. My main fan, I am a Betway coach no amount. Well, Betway coach in the first code. I am 11C38607. 11C38607. Second code 11C2EAE0. 11C2EAE0. Third code 1148B58C. 1148B58C. Last code C803E4. 11C803E4. Na wabashim Betway quotes and a diamond on tea and no and so on. Yes, befie ba inter school. Game no so see a qualified teams are and so Berminti and no and so and on Monshan and so and family. Now, remember, I stories no so fear the other matches ever so before. My main fan too when him say we know matches out of about our Ghana and so on in the mountains so mon fa Ghana Premier League games and I won 7 from Manafi said no and so be see matches about so league matches our Ghana and in the mountains so now I know temper because you Ghana Stars I know I'm say a headliner na okay and game back one worship na and Nyame mo tena rather dreams elbow Karela afei Adriana Stars e wo fie ebebo Asante Woro kwano ye gamer eno so ebeba so Nations ebebo Brekum Chelsea Baseka Holy Stars enso ebebo Summertex na afei Young Apostles enso abo Media manemom ene ebo 7 House of Folk ebo edietia insu atreman eno eye game wo se no enso ebaso na yenkru so atreman afi yenim komo kakra Eric Alagide ono so eye penny ne man so atreman team no eye bisa so far match ebaso ni sen ana mahobo city ewa brand enso atreman ebo away to House of Folk yentie Alagide wa bromo prepare kwa kobo gamer eno so ebaso yi. Well, I ever say in small penny to joining in the Benyano, and so a day ama yet for another pay. Live on the show, a House of Folk about big game and a day a tia a bobo craft fancy so at the man and no a game I was say and no and so a baswa fee. Your call other matches from American one seminal and so a jama lucky than a piano yentia say I already yentino. I say, Omo boy, see your money more much to the same area. I didn't grab about the same team Spain and any account. See, Meno says through the meaning some boys are aware of the tax ahead, considering the House of Folk winning the last 3 games, a very difficult game to play. That notwithstanding, no. And yet they say Okaso Musura, but they already said we'll give them a very good game. That one I can assure you. My ready second be out some bema a House of Folk tough times. They say Zenith and ya go into the kaka so go no mansum, but Zenith enso anya go nti Zenit St Petersburg awe go ayedwuma eno enso e update was here dem afei alagide den so adia no friend to aso na yebisa no so pani match amokwa say say obi anim say ya pro situation akwa bibi because say masede a resource na esiche ya pro enso a situation won some saying ene no so esiche
yeah okay I think your problem now has nothing to do with coaching, and I have always said that with my experience. And if I say Mourinho, but now I'm fixing problem now, I think they made the same thing. And clearly, no, you identify problem, no, and when you identify a problem, it is 50% solved. And for now, no, you hope you say the game way, and they done in your money. They done in your money, yeah. And go for who say a team now, yes, say na beginning of the season now. Yeah, they can now man for title contender.
Yes, and no Eric Alagide or a GM general manager. I remind Swatreman and I'll say ye day in seminal a day to draw say house of folk our 3 points BGA. And I know more and know because someone on so monso Emmanuel Mantan in some more 3 points BGA Bema. And I'm on fan Chanko next week. Moon to me, sense what remind a more president points at Gia Monfancha Santiago Yinti Eric Alagide.
Last season, near Bano, now Euphoria no so nedia Kekao, Yabankai will be an inside Yabankai, but you will Kunum. And I think you'll feel Kunumu and empty handed. Derby. Well, so more points to be shared there, and Montague got 4 points, because no Cresse, Nansai know they are on the winning streak. Omashabe Trema the last 3 games, at Wasso.
Yes, and no, I am Swatreman, a general manager Eric Alagide, and I'll tell him Kase, your Dane accepts, and so Mauna Fay, make out Sir Razak Simpson and Sunya, Chance Echo Black Stars now, Medicania to Yase, and one about Simpson Kobo, Wameki case, Ediama, Adam quality local players, one more our Ghana, your local league in Mana Simpson, and your Bizana say, or no call from Ayo Tuado, say, call up about Omra Black Stars and the same, and feeling, and so
then he called me and he said, "Oh, Razak Simpson, congratulations!" And he spoke to me and everything. He said that he will be calling me 12 o'clock. The day he will be announcing it there. And he spoke to me. He said he will come in. After the call, I go down on my knees. I pray to God. I thank God and everything that my dream is finally true.
Yes, now just a coach quite friend and the dinkomo. I say, Obefred unti call up the buy no, not just a quack and gisem and so Ediamon or Razak. A Simpson, our favorite son say, we bought 2 matches. Our Black Stars camp, our son November break him on 2 matches, run you through Kakana for years and also Esikoi.
Told me like it's a good game. I have a good match. But I have to put everything, even the coach, Kudus, Jordan, even the day you also, like, I have to put it behind us. We have a World Cup qualifiers, and hopefully if I'm being called to go and play the World Cup qualifier, I have to go and put up my best again. So right now, this is gone. It's really, really disappointing. Like, it hurts, it pains, but we have to put it behind us and go again. And hopefully we'll come back stronger. Yeah, Blasters will come back stronger.
Yes, and all nations a branch of friends say Razak Simpson and I'll tell say or Dennis Seminole to dress a Ghana into me and qualifying in it, also want to tour or Machina or Common say World Cup qualifying matches Sabasunya Mea Duma next year match mu and Airbaso Mame I TT brothers and TT brothers and so Yanini Dinkomona Yabusan say and your piano so far among 4 and so cat and so any was one no and yet so ben dosu be say on no mama F president on treaty brothers no on fine endorsement and so Emma be and no and so kakre free mu and so at the eba hon sem no yentie no
setting in Ghana football I will not do it tomorrow. I will not do setting in Ghana football. That means I don't want the Ghana football to be better. Such as in Sanyamano, dear Sabi, me catch and nurture, meet me to be our public. That will be my football. I could do a match as well.
sports council board so for how many years my service was sports council board and a house board na mudiaba papers money obi papers say my endorsement am I God.
Yes, and no, I am some Titi brothers and sorry to Jana. Our serious the old Jana no one who can Titi brothers say posterity and a bed judge yen na only tree any adwa yentie and on sway.
Omo mi team ni na ni Sikano. Omo wa konta omo go buta. I'm telling you, anybody or this guy afa abomi wama mi team abreno. Me jano manyame sa passe Bible na ye nyina no ye kan na ye nyina edi boy ho ba no the Bible no am passe onu na edi ekwa en ye boni bia ye nyina ye gibia no o bia so ni e benya wa keki ansana ye.
Yes, and no kakre free na so so de bana mama schools na inter school I say 32 schools ana oma qualify na qualification no nyame yard ma matches na kaza so ebeba so ye de won sempina na ebeba try say ye be kura man so na sabuto so edi nkomo e for but in the meantime what meza mamemra ho na afi ye hwem.
You see fancy the discussions around investors in the football will make huge complaints about the system and how mafia city kosum and yawo mudino in two folds. One, the impact benya on the corporate world and how the corporate world will never react to such an impact. The tosum not understanding the rules of the game and some room akwa could do juma. On say it could be say football no room no or dream find say udi rem. But baby di agro bia na agro ne mra ye de to onum nti wokọ baby na so mu obi di pampana na ankora bi di pampana e bia pampana na omu di ne ba ko bi onum a ye be chewa ye be lewachi amu si ye lewachi ba ko bi on so ye be chew so anan na wo wadi kan ba be de wa be hwehwe mo maka ne de ato aso wati de meche na se na agro bia ne mu mra ene se de omu titi hihye no bi si yesu sei ne afre bibi stay ye to boy obi on ma ye chini stay no bobo itimi tan mu buna obi on so ayenye ne hwe iti agrobia said ye da hon sit e wo hode ye the general rules of it but ye wo nyoman kiti bi wo mu a ansa na do sika no ho be hiem no e wo so otimi mu woni ye dai e da hon ahodo mu which personally I feel say ye investors ni bi o mbe ye football clubs no ho adwuma na mo be mu no sometimes they lack such information and understanding of how the system works. Iti baby any kwan so this ka kwhye kra na no this ka kwhye dai no de kwa kwhye wo e hye a ubedi yawo ba meanwhile no ka bia ka ma wani da honom ti sa abo wo a ka echiri no ke bia kan de nkwan say to no kanto these are one things am jitum ye say wo so mutimi hwe de toso mienu na me kan wasem say the impact on the corporate market and what the corporate market will feel. Fancy people normally are moved by what they see and what they hear. Obi won ma on penchirichiri mu on understanding ade ato titi brothers the obeti ante the ohun ye hu nobody will even see the mistake he did or even understand what happened, but in the long run obi tincho be ka your boy you crowd
me say am so me ntwa no but my hit lines no so bra real quick na ayen said no masikoy ne tactical sabuto enso eni nkomo enfremfre coach ultimate good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Bibi, I find here.
Another
okay. Now, now, we share said the new Messi Quaja, inter school in the old one idea. I mean, qualify Simono, fire from Kakrebo and Como, sign up from day one, and about see the last day, Enra, and you must call.
Yeah, that's the chill be out in Anako. Madam said, you're doing that, say, not supporters. And the shop boy be students said they are interqualified and sharing the number sabasa. Go for that is not saying, you know, if you are also come. Let us say if we a banana the Pimeniano. So far we are the Bonibia to you are born qualified for come. I'm a zones now, the groups in 32 no. You know witness. And I'm here to know Ukwada Diamino. The best I say round of 16 stadium. But for now, that's so far, so good. would be a play with stakeholders, organizers, officials, they do their best. Not as some way in the panel. They will then be on here. It's no matter the 2 winners are more qualified to the next year.
What modern bar these schools are board they are qualified 32 schools no competition ben how high ye ba be hwe say day enemy sign a besia
yeah sure schools we don't prepare they will not standard no so and you know for now it's not to make out say will be a physics and I said that although the England there are some notable schools who are doing first more favorite to win and you will be certain champions on social qualified by your 1.5 pounds qualified by and host of other schools are also actually qualified by and our show results now PPP now. So our schools now many favorite thing most of them you know matches now 3 matches at a group. I mean say beating. You know, you expect so they very good competition come Wednesday.
Omo qualified 32 schools no yenim say abrebia drew inter school na ya na ye can talent asem won wa coach ya na was say remo inter school minim out of that 32 schools no anase ye kan nyina akra boma nyoma woni ye hu no ese confirm say ampa Ghana e da so talent ana
oh talent there yeah that be any problem with talent when I down my crying and recent times now yes I saw more coaching courses and I am senior GSA stroke CAF instructor just training so many coaches mono background is a buano talent in the blue big and 8 and a 10 and a 12 and a 15 FHS level DHS level if you have a lot of talent you need to rely on talent in the but maybe beyond how I say USA for me so kwano the nam aha no that's where we are no pass on the university or coaching services media there was a talent now more you know go with and any idea having to transition from the SHS level and SHS level and the technical school level to the next stage, you know, and then we are now talent actually go with. But for now, yes, because it's GS, the programs we are new about last year, for instance, and at 12 year ball, and at 15 year ball, GHS conditions here, SHS, you're the final place. Now it's the best out of the best from this young black. It is talent in there. We are bound with talent, but I can't, how I definitely, how on earth to do talent, yeah, policy or more. Now, which means we have to move on to another height. And then idea.
Now, yeah, Queen May next week Wednesday, dear. Now, just say, this season, the no protest be arm.
Oh, what is in your father? Oh, for now, you're more than 10 protest cases to sit on.
Some passports.
You know, and many are for now. We are on the 7th, you know. Wednesday, we started stadium, no, but Monday, Tuesday, we are sure all protest cases to be trashed. Not the virtual winners, no. I'm not to ask for comment. Okay. We are near the case where I catch a couple and say, I didn't know down. And then the gun and I went to it is a new panel. And bona fide property, so you're eligible to play. Then my name, but you can also talk home for now. We don't know about it. Africa. I don't know idea better avoid not to just free competition like I will know why you know. But you didn't see you should be just means and a more person to be qualified, you know. I think also by also say will be your show be now on class to go say the system now. But we have that this one committee. Then the can you know just say we are looking for appeals. You are making room for all these when you have no qualified of the competition. The focus in there. But now before in your last day maybe no about 10 protest cases I don't know. It's not you know almost 24 hours to protest you know so I agree that also didn't get about but yeah sure say encourage the Jordan and encourage and the next year training for not today the process for the competition is about time will be on
now money NSF for Baba Yarano
remember you see Akrano ticket no school school are going to school the school now that I qualify to say popular school I qualify the better tickets no have almost 6 cities.
Say
so about 6 cities.
Okay, 6 cities.
But with that stadium now for all particular top there this will be a 10 cities.
Okay.
So your school no about to so we are doing stadium now the particular there. We do we are telling about the but we students now some of popular students about top students and I'm not students are cool school now on the 6 cities.
Okay. Well, anti na edian hihye na modi gu akom se de bia modi kanka se qualifies mom school for no ma mehwe na nkwankofa asem bia ma no sa no de na modi gu akom se de bia ye ba be call a knockout na nkasa na nkofa asem bia ma
the police also do so kama almost on a road map on a share almost no the boy na the life and property I was studying one and down you know the other side so football to that so back in Indiana then some money insurance some so bad baby and are going with that baby Indiana come to school ball and this for my baby and I said you be and come see about family and stuff call ball you know cars you like the finance degree, the finance degree, the P&P qualifies in school for a boy, 32 times 4. What's that? A boss, but the year no someone and I can 32. And also the science someone you got the budget, the finance, you know. And yes, a condition the national law brown and 20,000. There's some money sharing some said I'm a student of the cost of trouble. And I work with you almost like a more promising some of appreciating in all the games. So far, then I'm a castle, centers, you know, the core rounds, you know, when you have problems to see, it's me, want to say, your sister will be qualified. They did their best. I'm also a teacher for to say, and I start to catch the real for the news after. Into the next year, we are about to do an uncomfortable. Then when you say, go contract to that, now you're the man that's abano ensa so mu ana the people ensa so mu a e wa won ya abana enga what you know tutua ya kwawa sa ya tu obi afo for now the students no you know makasa nsasa oduma kama so far no you know ajen for the dem bia enfle
coach you better CP for time na ye jail na me say next week you be kasansa na must start
me ba se pa we dey na ka you san ka ga me ka do no studio na so no dia o no na do so ni ya yo pe ni dia no na de dro so we no ya no no ka se kwa mo yi dia se kwa na ma ko se kwa na dia me no ka sa
ya da se pa
ya se se na yan kwara ni ta yan pe ko ti dia ba na so bo na ye ti ni ya ji dan so number studio na me pe mo no ya ko na pio na ni na asha idea se ya ka dia ka ma na da na si do so okay
in point you be expect you.
Never.
Now before Black Stars and so coach. No watch matches Ibia and you.
And na first start to come from the Obi and I saw Obi study football pa. It is a woman start here you know I check. But the point is you can't figure out what about say I'll see a son of the all the stakeholders you have a role to play. You pull and pull. The answer is your idea. So your coach, so your member, so your Ghana new. Maybe they are coming to football. You can't lack a football man. And you do to us a walk to a banana do like a supplement. So, no matter 1 unit to set trial, not 18 more. And then a bit lucky back. But I mean, play a bit when you're security by my member be or you. Maintain selections, wife, and call you reality. But I said, young to all these things, no, and my team. and to me and standing in 1 unit. Since I know the big 2 idea, no more lucky Niagara. But when I mean, it's going to me. You know, yeah, or first to the senior come on board. In money to be in Brum. Then he said, say that it was a conform. Many fears crying said, the way I start work out qualified, yeah, and I down my in that win over Malia, the Barcelona. Also, this time, now, it's coming out a boom. Attackers, I work out qualified, and also, the most Africa Cup of Nations qualifying, you know, a blue and Niger, Abagana, the same, Angola, Abagana, the draw, or the share in place of board draw. And you know, no, you should have the board draw. It's abnormal. Like I said, no man started to educate them. That's your da for the door. I say, you and I could do this level. Today, the time I said, every organization, you know, I will appeal and as a call the leadership of the FC. Women of football motion show. I'm going to try some of them, get everybody on board. Let's stick with us meeting, no more on Barcelona piano. Then they do let's say brown board, beyond Canada beyond to change to you. Because you see how you play a crown, I say, oh, Barcelona setting is not a book on the corner. I will share to once a crowd of county in the ball. Plus other factors. Was no, I better take us a player, some of Madonna. No player which may decline invitation, say, yeah, the different team member. It tells you that there is something fundamentally wrong with the team. If you want to come on board, you try to adjourn and try to produce a team sanction to get you.
Mate, coach, I have a CP for time.
No, man coming because of consumer.
Oh, coach, and you're crying out because yes, Ghana Man City because Uluzu 4 matches at once. There's a Ghana's Man City as Santiago. Aye.
So sometimes, no, they do that. They carry a choir. And my movie back at Corona, let me see, and that time, women of Terana, I knew the Suana, I'm going to find me by Badan Kurak. And so I'm a bad assistant, the tennis around that.
Gosh.
The boy I say has to cry, in some good results. I'm a fire, I did this second. And a Sanko boy, I think I find out against Mania. And you know, a good family now, about Sena, Igna. Yes, it's a last Saturday. I am finding the root cause of what is going ongoing. So, the players, quality, happen, and as a technically, the players, or what pick up, my stillness, the stillness, take place, and that's a psychological, and that's a doing. Me, bad job, young family, you say. Oh, some of them coming with you, some say, I'm going to say, no one can say that I could coach at the end of the day. But you are actually one of the I said, no, you know, you do, this time around, look, you know, the technical team, we are support. We are support for you. And the Castle other stakeholders like the circles, you are not ones that could see and shop but now. We no last solution to it. No will be a problem in the world. And then let's now boy machine going forward. No, I really because I know you are so good. Big club like it. No, we see much that was false. But it's not to sure that you are. Things can change. Nothing is happening.
Okay, coach, you better say once again. Now you better send in Kumubim.
Yes, one
Whoa. Eno coach Prince Champon tactical sabuto eno from inter school and the Babira Black Stars no be say ya mananka no kotoko asmana chese no amaso kranke nti no enso eno meza yenye na afi yenye kakra na memra so.
I think the discussion surrounding the national teams and your progress near BBR no we'll have to relax a bit because this weekend there are key games I'm a PCFM kakra. Shadrack beat me up boy with the fixtures for this weekend. Now you have your discussion about it. You will see the visit House of Folk Bebo in Swatraman, Yami Aduma. Swatraman will give House of Folk a very tough game, Yami Aduma and anyway. They have a very good side, very, very good side. And they now say Omono Edi teams in an kind due to some ball calf confederations cap no, and the intensity are no more one not other teams in Nibi. And I heard the experience of Munya Kakrebi na Momu Benya a certain level of self-belief. Say ombetimi will be able. Because what to meet Nefi na no Constantine mo bobo draw na kwa we na more competition. I feel say Obefi a bit my better than the year cano. So I think House of Folk is going to play a really tough game against this Waterman. Maza Abdul Rahman no jina finfi one ma fancy and for the agro bedre pa. But House of Folk will also need to show us say results no monya to so they are ready to compete for the league. Away from near my House of Folk, but home from nation than this season. And then there was also mutimi eboa timishisho money on my na omode count away points no mutimi accumulating because that is the only way you can win the league. That is the only way you can win the league. And they need to put up a performance against this Waterman. Remember House of Folk a double chance due to their quality that they have. And the results no many. The momentum no is in their favor. Or more good form. And I think they have the men to get the results against Waterman. Then away from that, nobody heard Dreams FC in Karela United. I think Dreams FC Beshe Karela or Tubash to Tefneso. Dreams FC in Kakra come on, and I understood say and you maybe answer that pick and farm more because they lost some key players within their team and almost say this season commit many be ashamed. But when your players need be shima and your mom you know adaptation and then how are these players mentally no more ready for the task ahead for them. And I think they had problems with these two things. And my final players and they pick it up in kakra. I'm a resource in it, but there was no doubt. Say Coach Abdul Karim Zito, best Landan, as he's an experienced coach, own him league in him. And Maxwell could not do better now some time ago. Cassim, the told me to some seasons. Some of the coaches they prefer some season, or maybe pre-season within the season. It was starting our dream bell say lusu matches. And the reason why Ghana Premier League was starting out lusu matches, the first 5 to 7 games, and instead I'm picking farmer you can so worry say a league 2 or 3 matches beat me shoot 2. I do about that top. But I say beat me you were free relegation zone crowd about me table to come and compete. It is some of the coaches in the Ghana Premier League prefer say their first 3 matches, 4 or 5 matches, and they be pre-season games for them within the league to find their sharpness. I think say Dreams FC pick it up at the bank kakra. This is a game I make for Dreams FC, so to me I win it this particular encounter. Away from that game, then over here a Nations FC and a Brukum Chelsea. Maybe I so, but Nations FC so no I shall say this season not lose but not draw. But this is going to be against a very good Brukum Chelsea side, and may their questions be on my thing say Didi Dramani at the right time. Say I didn't need a free local Black Stars player in a young Zakaria Fuseni. And he has been the best centre back for Brukum Chelsea this season. And not they are not among the top 3 centre backs the whole league in him this season. Won't mean you need frame. And the quality I done it, you know. I'm still surprised to see a free local Black Stars time squad winning Zakaria Fuseni in count. But I think say Brukum Chelsea and Samobodu have been consistent also enough. Omonya good results be ofie. Away no na asa na to be ana results na kwa koye bibi or the amomo. But I think say they have the men, they have the quality to match a Nations FC. But Nations FC which Coach Kasim Mengel chaute face amono. Stand it tall in making sure some 10 draws into wins at home games, and this is going to be one of the games. Very close. We game a 1-0 0-0 game Libya. Because quality from both sides, you know, and they have a very good playing picture. These two teams will be ready to give us quality football. But Nations FC double chance against Bekum Chelsea. Samatex lose their last home game, no, which is so unusual of them. And I don't know what is happening to Samatex with you, but Samatex and the last season lose only 1 home game. A Nations FC in a question by 1 goal to. And class our game the Yamoy at the chain near ball game the twice. And sure almost 1-0 no. Almost 3 points in the buy. But fancy, I think say baby omujina say no. League in the GNO anyhow bit maintaining the momentum no. It's been hard to see a Ghana Premier League side that will represent our Africa the next time was Akubim. But we need that level of consistency all the time. But Ana Kasubum These teams in the Kobana, and I say, I'm America crane, Cassanis, Cassem, Cacrebin in your maybe me affecting your maybe in terms of performances. I won't say bit my daddy on the pitch. But I'm hopeful, say they will turn their season around and make sure, say, on bit me any results as soon as possible. Ama Emrantiano etimi atomo. But Baseke Holy Stars will feel, I think, say, wow, because omo chero kakra. Because park no money so park in
Sompa Sports.
Let's be truthful to ourselves. They don't have a very good pitch. And pitching ya so home near then you maybe at tare home minim pitch. I mean nim to the create me pam tare home. It be a green to home, be a green to say and these are times that they need to work things as soon as possible. And yes, on behalf teams number copy more. Some matters are not far away from the top of the table, a 5 points difference. But the away form needs to increase and get the results as we go 5 games away or more 4 points. Or match 2 goals are considered 3, and these are the results you expect them to pick it up as soon as possible. We go Baseke, new team or back into the league. Baseke Ankasa, we are the 13th best team in the league on the league log when it comes to air or home form. No, out of 5 games, no match 5 goals are considered for more 8 points, and you expect them to pick up home wins as soon as possible. Some takes double chance away against Baseke Holy Star. Young Apostles ne Mediama coach ne ho nsensem ne ho nkomo. Don't be surprised. Mediama says coach as soon as possible. Because Mediama Titari Chile so one of the experienced coaches. I mean, no, Ghana Premier League, no, coaching one of the Ghana Premier League teams. But they are really eager to change things. And your mind to me as a form form and fancy. Me sure say Mediama for any big drop. Say baby Omujina and was Sanka by now crack almost compete for the league. Medica say they have one of the most experienced teams on the in the Ghana Premier League. I will expect a results on the match. In their last 5 games, we need 2 fancy, which is so unlikely of Mediama. Now, the assembly Mediama home form this season. Mediama is one of the bad sides when it comes to their home form this season in the league. And about check here away in Susua, because we are the 4th best away side in the league. Out of possible 15 points, or accumulated 7, or match 5 goals are considered. It's not that bad. It will be young apostles. Etimi
Sompa Sports.
Heart of Lions, Ebeshe Legon Cities, Eufie, Bechem United, any Accra Lions, Bechem United, the Kotoko picking momentum. Omunye so much convincing. So this is a double chance game for Bechem United. Go Stars, any vision. Go Stars, Bechem Vision FC Ufie. By Koroko, make or break Ewadoma. I think say Oguma Subeshi with this particular game. Everything around the game. The team was united. The team was together. But this time it looks so much different and looks bleak. Adriana so much convincing. Their results have not been good. But this is a game. Some games be seen and a supporters game. We say Adriana Koroko has supporters in the elbow because players in who supporters no your mom de better chile in your mom de be pushing. But fancy, this is a very difficult game. Double chance for Adriana Stars against Koroko.
Mike, fancy, wait I say, you see, Asante Koroko 4 games without a win. Yasho Musa Anamebwa. I think it's a trait. It should be a unity last season. Meaning so we are aware. Koroko Dinkan call 3-match losing streak be. No more hoteno. Then they went on a 7-game winless run after beating BBN Gold Stars by a goal to 0. Almost 7 games, she almost 6. No more draw back. Yeah, my name is Amukaya. I think it should be here, maybe. No, there is that particular
last season.
Yeah.
The pressure by.
Help me here. Okay, let me get it here. Koroko share BBN Gold Stars 1-0 on March 1. March 9, Karela share 1-0. Accra Lions be share 3-2. March 13.
Yes.
March 17, Ediana share 2-1. Nations Etran 1-0. March 24. April 6th, no ni bechem Kobo 0-0. Ewo a year bechem. Then in Swatraman betran 2-1. April 11. And April 14, Dreams FC and so a share no. Aya Abdulaziz Isa. The Bobos Africa be the share. So clearly 7 games win and a 7-game winless run with 6 defeats in between the outlier a 0-0 draw with Bechem United away. So a trait. Now, if you check the team then and the team now, a lot has changed, but the technical setup. So it means that if I am a member of a technical team, I was very much concerned at the intina etumi sisa. Because your responsibility as part of a technical team is to ensure the team will perform well and then also improve on results. Last season, Ulusu 3 matches twice. Then you lost 4 games in between and a draw game. You lost 2 again. 7-game winless run. It is not so positive. How do we arrest this particular slump? It should be the sole concern of a technical team in trying to arrest this. But you see, the reality is, every political environment I am not here over exaggerating on the reality. And it eventually leads to a crisis. Na BBNC, but it was the typical political era.
You say one.
And a play out. Oh, one goal project. Goalkeepers. Because of Konkwana mehu say, yetimi ye goalkeeper shuffling. We da kakra. Now we saw da kakra. We da kakra. No ebe da kakra. As it stands, you have more than 10 matches this season. Who is Kotoko's number 1 goalkeeper? And you can't play a league season with that dilly-dallying. So competitions in the also watch him, which is a practice that was wholly and well done. Ewo Barca. Bravo, Ebeda for league. Ter Stegen, Ebeda for cup competitions. It worked under Luis Enrique. But we know it can't be that for a league season. Where there be sope. Now we saw Ebeda be sope. We forget that a team needs to have a certain level of telepathy. Ye can be say ye ti ye ho ase didi ye ho nkoma nya se ye kogina park ne so a chale te sen yo how we relate to in-game situations and then the counter actions that we put up. And to say me na me goalkeeper na me wo gidie wo me central defender we mu say ball ne nam sroba enti enam sroba no inkitahudi a me ni nya enam matches dodo aya bonenti ye te ye ho ase say ball ne ye closer to the 6-yard box me goalkeeper na meba. So that communication is there. And it helps to minimize individual errors or mistakes. But it started. Oh, and I go keep away crowasa, and a recurring. It happened with a Danlad Asari bet.
Yeah.
It happened with a Felix Annan and then Danlad bet. A trend. Check it. The usual politics always finds a way to bring Kotoko down. And people forget this. How's the folk winning the matches? Mustafa Bouabe. How's matches no more winning or much goes to say?
1 year. No crown. Ebi anabo say coach changes now. Unu every bench about.
What is that for any complaining?
Good.
You see, a season, and now you are playing a certain number of games. Your timer. Team no best so Japan. Season be start here. You need to warm up into the season. Especially when you are not playing well and you are finding ways to win. You only encourage, but the critical situation is they won't encourage, they will rather set fire.
Now my referee, nyame fan the currency, they later better do. Or they Adriane Baba Jilly 1 goal project.
Exactly the point.
What must say?
So
Kotokono from a course cry.
Kotokono
Women supporters,
so that politics supposed to feel the pressure. There's a young team, young not in terms of age, but young in terms of the process. And if you give them confidence, they can play well. But now they are giving them pressure instead of confidence, and the pressure is yielding the bad results that we are seeing. It's a technical team. You as a fan and you on the outside need to be understanding of the times you are in and rally support behind the team. Only that, and I'm about to recover. And yes, idea. Monsu jengum ejano so beshia obi entumi.
Wo mate me da se yemra ni afre yemra me fire course no o share live e Sompa TV adarama wo baya na what the volume on TV set am me yanka so phone mo lines no active 0551 931 931 0548 931 931 0551 931 931 0548 931 931. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes sir, good morning.
Maria.
Yes sir.
Governor do 5 million. That's a fear attacker.
Yes you.
I saw more question. By the question, I know I don't mind. It's going to be a question. Now, no, we shape Barcelona for enough. Good luck. Because if you are from there, I go as far as I against others. I had you that. Contiaso. If you didn't come
okay. Well, yada say oba so yemfa the next person so over the same line so now if we share the other line mama real quick now yemko yenim yefa the next person and so also 0551931931 0548 931 now yemko yenim eno and so no ba me so no lower volume na mama. Hello caller. Hello. Oh. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Opening your first August free. Nana, it's you. Nana, me so bet me a position who am because I say me tone can you. Hello. Oh. Hello. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, it's you.
Hello.
Hello, your tone come penny.
Good morning.
Yeah, you also, into you.
Hello, good morning, thank you.
Penny, my just wo yet you. Yeah, I'm quitting. Hello. Hello, caller. Yes, sir.
With Robert.
Robert, it's you. Okay.
But you get a problem now. Then I too hard to cook no. If you are not to cook because if you take me now how to cook, keep us near the summer. No, we are better. Near the sun, we are better. I know what to go. It's got to go pay for no. I'm going to show now. We are so the keep us no. I'm going to go to Moya. I won't come Moya. Let me go to keep up to now. How to go to Yami Adman there? Yes, it's why come on.
Whoa, yeah, I say so. Bye. Next. Hello.
Hello, boss. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What didn't maybe I can say free?
Mr. From Mr. Boss. Mr. Person is become a problem. To me, I'm a customer of the China mobile class compounder. I don't know what them family here. Let me try my office.
Unshaunzu.
Let me try my number of the time. You are the best. You are the best. Let me show me to a certain deep blue. To me, that mobile.
Whoa, yada se nyankopon so nyawo so kase yada se pi. Hello caller. Hello. Hello. Yes sir.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, open here for so kase free.
What's the same Uma? The free again.
Uma, yet you.
The one person has to put the.
Oh, okay.
And my brother that to do the same email and answer. We will send it in the we say when you don't pay and you don't pay with the customer.
Oh, okay.
And I think so. Me type you me solution so.
Mate.
And the chairman is the family.
Mate, yada CP say o taichi. Hello caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Udini baby agasa free.
Morning, because free. No pataki.
Okay.
Because I can say your mama my palm your damasita.
You mother.
I didn't me that's what I can say. To do with you, you share coach. Eddie share players, Eddie share supporters, Nina no away to my dear. Tayo Iba Koibu. To cover my na Nina so quite no friend to 2-4. The team is good. The guy na. And there's one everyone needs to know. The best friend is Omar and you say you go for you more Mushoko. Omar so there's a team no comedy. They say Crano, Unam Kurana, what is the Kotokobo? So I may be Dia my crap and conform to a 3-2-4. The coach in there said on your home on the Kofan and die idea. Omon transfer for Tapia Swaba. Omon transfer no one send us in the Danakoya. Omon Danakoya from Ra. There's a work done in now, not for 2 room by team. As a full team Luquan and conform.
Okay.
Team Luquan and conform. Your best repair. And a second will do a deal to someone. The best 2-4. Omon can no master in the joy. Say, Piatiada. Team no know what is it. Sampa buy a bonus. I almost say you want to hear, you know. Yes, you can get the word team. We've been chasing to be a figure.
Mate.
I said, who say that they time, you may be saying, and 1 month, you can do a and for so much.
Mate, Yada Sipi so bad, we am far away in we. Hello, caller. Hello. And council penny yet you. Okay.
I never played down the support. I'm not. I wouldn't actually but yes, I would with my day. They have an idea. I'm not really made, but never Yago, you
Kaka Frames and mention until voice ni Fachame. Well, happy birthday to Chairman Boadu. Our Chairman Boadu here, CPP constituency chairman, our Kwaberi East, where from Mr. Osei Kofi Akwa, or National Communications Director at CPP, and I say, Yami Show, our dapa. Yeah, don't have a bar, fees, Eba Betuaso, Yeba.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
Mama Kwababa, Gentleman Dental. Gentleman Dental Clinic, you do be a idea and say, BCC will sing, Naya Bo sing Hobai, Amawonum, and so Ati, and I say, or sing animal young so far and to my part. If you fix one no, and I say, you type for a permanent one no, and also you see a ultimate aim to give, and no any friend a PFM bridge, and I say PFM crown. I feel you sign a cleaning services about your profession, no your friend is killing and polishing. Say, Abia and near my be as she says, a cinema, said you Okasa, it's me my pampan, and I the ebe. No oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi ewo Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchen na wodru enkan so ye wo Nungwa na Atomic Down Domekwa Benya runabout no so na wodru Takrade pipe ano traffic light na ewo pipe ano ye ne OGN Bank na wo the same premises na Kachiman so ye wo magazine market kwan no so anase opposite AY Ahmed na wodru Kumasi Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station traffic light na anihwe G runabout no free Total Filling Station na yabron sign na edi ho ye adwuma free eda joda kopem eda memeda wetimi afre ya homa no e wo 055 913 9582
If I shop, I'm not sure you're over.
Brother, and not to be.
What time about Michelle see about Queen? Why you say?
Bra, said your time about Misha. It's your Jimmy fearful. And not the about ever so.
Really, don't this offending now.
Bra, so me cousin me the time about Misha one dance ya. We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria. Where do any time about Misha?
And you go, dear, no matter what to me any deal. What do any time about Misha? A great and your mark or bar waffle through. The one mark for down for any aquada when you fear do you and son of the total about Mr. Draven. Shasta Wako Hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
I also time me TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be at Ziva, a woman. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a namu. FDA Aji a Jedian Cratway at home.
Abusaka krakabi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me say abofrake to when you 2 years akada ba ku nti African Spider-Man bla me abofrake to him wan ani pa wo hia dede bi ko so no ti kame honi ko hede wo bia expectation ka African Spider-Man ba be se bo abofra ba preocupe ne hu African Jack wo ba be se bo abofra na wo secret kura no anything Imboost herbal mixture and only me secret. Na dia na ye. Na me yetua na ma nkeka e wo fom. Ana police me di one dance section me say menye na me nso nhwe. Na me so we no a boosting immune system ama say me train na me ntebra. Me timi di kama. Ama nkeka wo dwom so ekoso. Me kura so me ta yale ama mai latitude me nya ba ko. Eye je na koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you doing?
Who me kura chen.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture our pharmacy and answer herbal shops. Apim for any nkola umundi if you do mienu enom. FDA adjugedi nkatwe at.
So wallpapers papa to OP wallpapers and American for mount. So wallpapers at their decorative offices. So fie and sorry. Say ye perhaps ahodo. Baby bia unya wallpaper de do juma biano. OP wallpapers efro. Yama wallpapers ebe match with blind curtains. Eba bedside lamps and so OP MR types or mark shapes. Colors out do nyina ubenya bi ato e wona so ye ho se open LED backlight e dey above flash screen echi a eno so OP e be mo bi se open self ring light out do phone be shim e OP wallpapers and e be ma self ring light OP e wo Kumasi adum first floor Nana Kwesi Agyeman building na mu tafo GNTC building first floor ana chronom or barrier on the market no edian hwe se open wholesale and also retail any OP any insa so free OP I was 0540 353750. Time HH herbal Mr. Bina Unumi and your what dropa a yadro say a manipedian kwamwano enya hoden na akwatia yare and chain yare and san wakakoto fire wadro na nomono abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe twasono wonno a na the time HH herbal mixture e dia bedwaso akra wonyanya mfirisia dumienu enum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo ma akra nufo enso enum bi time HH herbal mixture ubenya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so wo pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH herbal mixture yedro say FDA aje edwadien kratue atum.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
Akufado, minya udeni, uye bwe. Baumia, minya udeni, uye bwe.
Hey, Mami Jemfua, na mawani aji ya we say.
Minya, semekaya dia free SHS, ayama meneme mawahu. Nami uhuni minya mpo. Esandia na nado danko Akufado, eno Dr. Baumia ayenti. Sawa kaya bra, mikuna no sheye nyina free muno.
Ane, mekai pa.
Nani daso nyina sa. Semede me mami ansani nyina beko school. Eko si se na nado danko Akufado nado ene Dr. Baumia edi free SHS ebaye sisi a mema miensa coffee esi ene kojo eni na kosko akese ni bi minia na wonim de ya no mo eka omo so omo ba omo de nsachaye bebe mo ebi mo so omo ba omo be twam ebi mo so omo ba omo ma ofo ni bi etua school fees ni bi
omo pese omo yoma de ni bi mo enti chese why na ntua na why nko ni free omo pese omo ya ye ni bi no esi nchen no mo side omo connection man any protocol nsem yi say free SHS papa ya yemba yi koyo
eno ti na wo se boy ahumodin bia say ye bebo free SHS on ban na ya no ma mba say ade papa na nado ene Dr. Baumia ede abrayen yi o
enye free SHS for ya na mama ne nkofo se enye possible yi nanso se say die it is possible afiwe ye tu abadi abo free SHS on ban tu mama Dr. Baumia number 1 on the ballot.
Ashafo ye mama club e de aba Alaska Star Enterprise. Alaska